Greetings and welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man. Proudly presents another episode. You know what it is, man. Comic book talk with friends on a Monday night. I'm your host, Leo Rockwell. For the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you are always up to date as what we got going on over here on the channel, man. So glad to have you guys here. We got some things we're going to cover. We got a main event that we're going to actually cover because I believe this panel is going to be kind of split. When it comes to spoiler talk, we're gonna be split.
Oh yeah, split.
We're gonna definitely be split. Because there's some of us who absolutely enjoyed the film. Again, some of us who thought it was good, and some of us who didn't like it at all.
That was trash.
So you know what I mean? That's pretty much where we kind of lie. But listen, I wouldn't say all things subjective. Everybody's gonna have their opinions, and nobody. There's no right or wrong, you know what I mean? If you love it, you love it. If you don't, you don't. But I will say, man, everybody out in the panel, man, do not compare this to Superman. It was a totally different film. Two different films. The experience it's the cinematic experience is there for you. Stop comparing. For all you James Gunn stands, don't get on Marvel, bro, and all you Kevin Feige fans, and don't get on DC. Just love what's there, man. Enjoy what we're getting. It's been an incredible summer full of incredible films, and let's enjoy it, man. But it's okay to disagree, but as long as you keep it constructive, man. Don't be calling people's moms punk asses and all the other shit, man. Don't do that, man. We don't need that, man. Just keep it all civil in the panel. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Keep it civil out there in the chat, man. All day, man. I don't hear nobody talking about nobody's mama. Yeah, I mean, just keep it civil. Anyway, I gotta bring the panel here, man. I gotta bring everybody here, man. We starting off with your boy, Mr. Dunnard, man. What's going on with you, brother?
Oh man, fun weekend. I seen the film twice. I can't wait to talk about it. I seen it last night, so it's fresh on the plate. And geeking out about it and arguing about it with people online the whole time, just having a blast. Just feeling like things used to feel in a way with the vibe of the current state of films, where we're getting, maybe not everybody agrees, but we're getting high quality superhero content after a stretch where even some of the studio heads were talking like there's a fatigue. And I think that both of these films, to the people who love them, feel like this summer has like debunked that by a million miles.
Exactly.
It's not fatigue. Just put shit out that people love, that people like. And I think that there's a lot of Superman fans out there who feel like superhero fatigue is a joke, and a lot of Fantastic Four fans who feel the same way, because Fantastic Four fans and Superman fans have been eaten this summer.
Eating good, bro. Like they've been
eating good. And I think it's also been a great, and I think we'll get into it much more detail, but I think the most important part is both films did a lot of fan service to comic book fans.
Yeah.
And I think that's super important too. So I hope both films gets people into brick and mortars, picking up books.
Yes.
I've had a lot of fun recommending Fantastic Four runs to people. Talking Superman, favorite Superman runs with people. And I think that's one of the most beautiful parts is that connection, that correlation. So I've been drawing Fantastic Four the past couple of weeks. I've been watching and reading Fantastic Four. So it's Fantastic Monday. Can't wait.
Yeah, bro. You already know, man. I've been pleasantly surprised. I mean, just going in last Thursday, for me, and I can only speak for me, it exceeded so many expectations. And then going to see it again the very next day. Yeah. And then going to see it again. You know what I mean? I'm excited, bro. I just love it. Listen, bro.
Different times, but we both seen it Thursday.
Yeah.
Last night in IMAX. Man.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal. If you get a chance to see it in IMAX, please do yourself a favor and check it out.
Do see it in IMAX, bro. It's 40x IMAX. Definitely make sure, man. But definitely, bro. Thanks. We're gonna definitely jump in it soon. Next up, we got, you know what I mean, My Bad Monday. You already know what time it is, bro. When it's My Bad Monday, we got Jason in. What's going on with you, brother?
Nothing, man. Another good Monday. I got to finally relax this weekend in my house. I've been
Yeah.
going all summer on vacation, so I've been home now for the last 4 days, and it feels good not
Mhm.
to be driving. So, but other than that, man, had a good weekend. I saw this movie twice, and I'm ready to talk about it a little bit.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it briefly,
Mm-hmm.
man. Definitely,
Mm-hmm.
brother. Next up, man. Yo, back from his hiatus, man. He got a couple films he was filming. Most of them X-rated. But you know what I mean? Like we so glad to have him, as you can actually see in the name. Cheeks McGee is
Oh, Cheeks
you know what I
McGee.
mean? You got it back in the building.
Oh man.
Trying to pull him out.
How's it going, everyone? Just got back from my Brazilian wax for my next Triple X
Oh,
film.
he's ready. He's ready. He's ready.
Hell yeah, bro.
Uh, but yeah, I'm excited to talk about this movie, man. This month has been awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
calling it the Founding Fathers month because you got Superman, the founding father of DC. You got founding
yeah,
fathers of Marvel and Fantastic Four. In the month, the founding fathers declared independence in our country,
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
and in many ways, we needed this kind of this 1-2 punch
Yeah,
with these movies. So very excited to be here. I couldn't wait to talk about it.
yeah,
I asked you guys to move up your normal schedule, and you accommodated. I appreciate it
yeah, yeah. No doubt,
because
no doubt.
yeah, I've got a orgy to film after this. So
Yeah.
Mm.
First class.
You already know, man.
Of course you
First
do.
class.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, bro. Thank you for being here. We're gonna definitely jump in here briefly, man. Next up, man. Come on, man. We had to bring the guy here. We already know, man. We got Prop Wiz in the building. What's going on with you, brother?
We here,
The
baby. We here.
Wiz. Oh, I see my boy Lost Boy in the corner right
We here.
there.
Yo, son. Come on.
Oh,
Come on. With the Keith Sutherland autograph on there.
that's
Yes,
dope. That's
he went
dope.
over the line, but come on.
That's
Word.
dope.
Black Power
Character.
Power Hour.
It's got character.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Good to see you guys, man. Glad to be here.
Likewise.
Word, bro. Why did you get a specially made sort of like Carl Kanai Kelby Walker t-shirt, bro? Kelby Walker.
Oh, I just got back from a photography gig, man. So yeah, that's
Word.
how we roll, baby. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
can I
Yo,
get a
even
t-shirt,
in my
man?
professional gear, I still wear black tees and cargo pants. Y'all probably don't know I wear cargo pants every day. It's like Dexter's closet, dude. I
Bro,
got
I need that t-shirt.
greens, blacks. I got you. Oh man, yeah, I
I got
never
some
thought about
I
it.
got some
Yeah, I
Jordans to
got
go
you.
with that. I got
My
them
mans.
number 3s. Let me get them.
My man, I got
Yeah.
you.
Yes, sir.
Word, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming through, man.
Yeah, bro.
As always. And actually, thanks everybody out there for being a part of it, man. Again, it's going to be an incredible show tonight. Got a lot to talk about, man. You already know it. It is definitely fantastic Monday, as always, man. So we're gonna have that conversation here briefly. Let me see who we got in here with us actually in the chat. We got Malika Mabay, man. What's going on with you, man? WRNR Real Negro Radio. Thank you for being here, brother, as always. Who else we got? Evangelium in the building. Thank you for being here, brother, as always. Who else we got? Charlie the Unicorn, Fantastic Four Wiz. Thank you for being here, man. Striker 47, man. Thank you for being here as always. We appreciate you. Renz Talentino. Yeah, early stream, bro. You know what I mean? We had to get in because, as Jake, alluded to, he has a porn to film after we get done. It's called Smack 'em and Jack. It's called it's called Smack 'em and Jack 'em, bro. So definitely
suitable for no one.
So definitely that's gonna be coming up as always. Thank you for being here. We got Holland Toy Flicks, man. IMAX was crazy, bro. IMAX and 40X was insane. So definitely thank you for being here, man. As always, we got Ope Skywalker in the building. Thank you for being here, my man Mike. And I'm never ever saying your last name. Iron Man Avengers Infinity War now. FF, my absolute favorites of MCU. As a dad with 2 babies and another one on the way. Congratulations!
Congratulations,
This movie moved
Mr.
me. I was
Latour.
not, bro.
Congrats.
Mike, I'm right there with you, bro, because that scene was impactful. As much as, listen, say what you will, but that scene was crazy. And now you know what a mother will do. It's nothing but a mother's love. A mother would sacrifice anything for her child. Yeah, I mean, I love the dichotomy. Husband would sacrifice anything for his wife. The wife would sacrifice anything for the child. So I love that, bro. Who else we got here? Toy Boxes in the building. Thank you for being here, bro. Who else we got? Pedro Lopez, man. What's going on with you? Your mother goes to college. Thank you for being here. Dr. T. He's crazy, man. Oh, Skywalker, man. As always, Amber May. What's going on with you, Amber? Thank you for being here. Hey, yo, Amber, what's up with them cookies, yo? What up? Stop playing. Anyway, let's see who else we got in here. We got Adam Williams in here. Thank you for being here, man. Who else we got in here? My man, Cole Carriers in the building, man. My boy, Master Wiz invited me. What's going on, brother?
It's my boy Scorpion.
Word,
Scorpion.
man. Definitely, man. Thank you for being here. Big Poses in the building. Thank you for being here, man. As always, who else do we got in here? Chicken McFlizzle is in the building. Thank you for being here, bro. As always. Who else do we got in here? Oh, we got a $5 bomb in here, man. Shout out to Ben Grimm, the original Stone Temple pilot, bro. You already know, man. Definitely, man.
I appreciate that.
Definitely, man. Who else do we got here? Prosty Shinobi. It literally came out from my second Fantastic Four screening a few minutes ago, bro. I'm telling you, man. And we got my man, the Last Starfighter, loving the logo, brother. You already know what time it is, man.
Yeah.
Every time I see this logo, I get happy for some reason, bro.
That's
Don't
dope.
push that
Every time
button.
I see this logo, I get super fucking happy, bro. I love this film.
Classic
Dude,
movie.
I don't
push
want a
the button.
remake.
No,
I don't want a remake.
Continuation, right?
Nah, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Don't
Leave
even
it
touch
alone.
it.
Don't even touch it. Leave it alone.
Mm-mm.
Let's leave it right there. And we got the Doc and the Booty King in the building. What it do? Thank you for being here. Lyrics to the Soul is in the building. Definitely thank you for being here as always, man. So I appreciate it, man. So definitely, man, thank you guys for actually tuning in. Before we actually jump in, you already know what we do, man. We do this all the time. We have to give our respect to the places where we get a lot of our collectibles from, whether it's comics, figures, or both, or prints, or everything. We got to basically pay homage, man. As always, we're gonna start. We always got, we got to start it off with the peoples on the peoples on the panel. We always do that, man. Starting off with my man Vincent Dunn Art in the building, bro. We got you. Come on, man. What's going on, man? Tell them what's. Look at that. I kind of knew that I had to update everything as we got the fans as forward in the building, bro. Look at that. Looks incredible, man. Let them know what's going on, man. Let them know what's going on, bro.
Yeah, man. I just did these two Fantastic Four versus Galactus part 1 and 2. I used my Mesco figures and just posed them how I wanted, and then
Nice.
And, I took a picture of them from the backside to have them like right at Galactus's feet in his ship. So I wanted to kind of use the ship as the background. And so I got a stone in there, and I got the space in the background. So I wanted to do, homage to Kirby with them. That was one of the things I really loved about his design and everything about it like that. So the Mesco figures were fire, so I decided I got them, why not use them? For reference. So I had a lot of fun. This was mixed media pieces with just using everything: watercolor, pastels, Copics, color pencils. So I had a lot of fun making it last week, building up to the movie. Got me in the mood and hype for it, and got them done just before the film started. So had fun with that. Recently did a Mr. Terrific piece for Superman as well. We had a lot of fun doing that. But yeah, all regular prints are buy two get one
This
free.
Mr. Terrific is
He
definitely
killed that one.
fantastic, bro.
Oh
Killed
man,
Damn,
you killed
bro.
that. Yeah, that's dope.
Damn, bro. Like this shit right
What's
here.
funny? I almost didn't do it this way. My idea for Mr. Terrific was to do him holding one of his T-spheres and do it like MC Eicher
killed
piece,
that.
like the Grinch holding the ornament that I did.
Yeah,
But that was
yeah.
one of the. But I googled it to make sure no one else had done it, and now it was a recent Terrifics year one cover that had just came out, and I was like, damn. All right, so that idea is
They
taken.
did
So
it.
I'm gonna just do a headshot and try to like add some realism to it and work on that aspect of the skill set. So it came out okay. I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna have a few more in that line because I kind of did Superman similar to that style. So I'm gonna do a few more like this here and there. But yeah, man. Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. Like the site's got all kinds of fandoms and geekdoms and whatever you want them, and originals and canvases and albums. I try to make it all over the place and diverse. So feel free to hit up the site for something that you need for your walls, and if you don't see what you want, hit me up. I can see what I can do about commissions for you.
He's got an over 18 page too that I pose for, and he draws from.
You gotta enter your birth date when you get in there. So don't lie, kids. Don't lie. Don't put in the fake age.
Only cheeks page, bro.
Yeah, fantastic.
Nah.
Cheeks.
Definitely, bro. Like you killed that. You that one and definitely, bro. This Reeves, this Christopher Reeves, bro. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
So damn good.
This shit right here, bro. Wow.
Charlie working on it. I got held up by Fantastic Four. Wonder Woman's coming.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, this is super dope, bro.
I did that Mr. Terrific at the Hershey Con in between guests.
Hey, yo, Vinny, I think it's time, bro. You got to upgrade, man. We need you to do some digital art.
No.
Digital is bad.
I was ready.
Yeah.
I was ready.
Yeah. No more drawing.
Trigger. I'm triggered.
No more drawing or painting. Do it with digital.
No.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to remind everybody that I'm a digital artist. But go ahead and keep joking.
Oh, God.
If
you a 3D artist. You a 3D artist.
No, I draw. I moved from pen and pad to the iPad.
Here's my thing.
Well, no, I want to for my GI Joe.
Keep going, guys.
My big with digital artists. That's all they do. If you can do traditional art and you move it to digital, that's cool.
Oh yeah. No, I'm traditionally trained.
Very few just take it there. A lot of people just copy cut paste on digital. It's just not my bag.
I see what you mean.
If that's what people do, that's what people do. But just it's not my cup of tea.
But in all fairness, nowadays you can actually put in text prompts. It's gotten worse.
It's
bro. Did you hear Guillermo? What is Del Toro? Last week, this over the weekend, bro. He went in on AI, bro. He got you could tell he was so frustrated. He said you can't do nothing with this fucking page, bro. Like with that bro. He was heated.
And this with George Lucas on the stage too, right?
Yeah, he said that shit while George was on stage, bro. He didn't give a shit.
Here's the thing is because it's all like it's at one level now that people think it's not that serious, but we're going to get to where there is no actors or writers or anything.
Nope. It'll be all digital.
Yeah, bro.
Like there's commercials online right now that
are AI
or AI
that are completely AI, bro. And that shit's just fucked, bro. It's the most dangerous place to be in, bro. Fuck that. Nope.
Well, this is what those people at the guy that left Google was telling everybody about. Warning everybody about it.
Was coming.
That it was coming, and nobody believed him. So
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Now, definitely got to give a shout out to this guy, Cheeks McGee, over there at Comic Relief, Comic Collectibles, man. Because again, it's not just about the comics. Again, of course, we know source material. Anything you're looking for, you can find it over there at my bro's page, man, on his store. Link and everything is there, man. But it's also about the figures, man. And you notice I say 1/10 scale, 1/12 scale, quarter scale, all that other shit. I was like, you know what? Let me just wipe that out. I don't want motherfuckers hitting him up, be like, yo, man, why'd you got statues? Be like, yo, this Leo be saying that bullshit, bro.
Listen, I can order them, but I very rarely do.
Yeah, bro. But you already know, man. Let them know, man. Let them know some stuff about the store, bro.
Hey, we got a brick and mortar, and it's in Richmond, Indiana. It's on the border of Ohio. Do Hot Toys pre-orders all the time. We do awesome omnibuses like this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but
hold on.
First issues.
There you go.
First issues of Fantastic Four by Lee and Kirby right here.
I didn't show that in the movie.
Word.
Yeah. And you got the Alex Ross cover on it too. Just a nice homage to Kirby.
Hell yeah.
New comics every week. We do buy, sell, trade figures and comics. It's just always a lot of fun. I love reading comics. I love talking to people about them. And when these movies come out like this, it makes it even more fun. Because then you got people, I'm sure like Vinny's had a bunch of people asking him what to read. I love being the king of recommendations there. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So definitely, man, you already know where to hit him up, man. You see all the information there, store number, you got the email address, you can send him feet, cheeks, all
check
that
email
shit,
every single day, just so you know. And I download all the pictures.
You already know, man.
That's your focus.
Hell yeah, man. Head on over there because you see we got all the Grail pieces, new Grail pieces. Come on, man. Big Chap. We got Robo Kane, Robo Cop, Fantastic Four, and that oh man, that fucking Galactus. I cannot be anyway, bro. You already know. Definitely hit him up, man. Go over there. He checks the email all the time. Store hours are there as well as the phone number where you can actually reach him. So hit him up as always. Definitely got to give a shout out to my guy Ray over there at Underground. It's Underground Figures, Underground Ray. No NRD, excuse me. Shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter so you're always up to date as to when the figures arriving or new figures being revealed. Create yourself an account because you never know when a new figure might be on sale at a discount price or free shipping. So hit him up. Tell him I sent you. Also, we got my man Ray over there at Hawkwards Toys. Again, that's Hawkwards Ray, Cool Water Ray. Give you a nice little experience. You get the comic book, stickers, figures, everything, man. Proud sponsor what we got going over there, Figure Flex Friday. So hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you as always. Then we got my man Brian Wong over there at Modu Case. Modu Space. Again, if you were looking for an incredible display, not just for figures, but again, you can put up an omnibus or comics and everything in these display options they have for you. Hit him up, tell him I sent you over there. He got you. And last but definitely not least, got to give a shout out to my sister, El Deluvia Tina Cruz over there, making sure that she takes your figure experience from here to here with incredible rooting skills. So definitely hit her up and she'll take care of you as always, fellas. We got some things to talk about, man. We got a couple things that we need to actually discuss here before we get to the main event. So it turns out, again, James Gunn riding high off of, the experience that we have from Superman. Again, say what you will. Everybody can say what they will about the film, how you feel about it. But that shit hit a half a billion dollar mark.
Don't let him say that in a relaxed position.
Listen.
Did he just say trash sitting back?
Listen,
man, sit up when you say it.
Say it with your chest.
Right now, $500 million mark. Where they at right now?
Trash.
Where they at? $500 million. And you know what?
Fuck that movie.
The fans must have heard you because they was like, yeah, let's go and see this shit. Fuck Jay, man. We gonna see that.
No, that's it. Fuck that movie.
We gonna go see this shit.
Superman getting haircuts, getting his ass with the whole movie, and he's more human now. I love it.
Anyway. So
I like
right
it, Jay.
now. Right now. So we definitely have the simple fact that James Gunn now moving forward with Supergirl. Again, they must be confident in that run because the writer, Anna, I think it's Nojira or Nagiri or Gira, whatever. She is going to be the new writer for the Wonder Woman film. So she's a writer. Nice. And right now they are definitely looking for. Now I guess they're going to be making an announcement soon about the director. But here's the thing, though. So she's the writer for not only Wonder Woman, but also she's penning the Teen Titans film as well. So it's Supergirl. So they must be extremely confident in that Supergirl script to give her not only Supergirl, but then moving over to Teen Titans. And then also I think Wonder Woman is going to be priority right now because they're kind of moving that up. So Wonder Woman, script.
Diana.
And now, and then after that, I believe it's going to be Teen Titans. So they must be high. And I didn't know. They said that she started out as an actress first. She was an actress who then became a writer. And she's responsible for like a couple of short films and different things that she's actually done. But they must have made crazy confidence in her, to give her this. So here's the thing. In a space where it was almost Wonder Woman was an afterthought with the whole Paradise Island movie that they were actually going to go for, Themyscira or whatever, at that point. And until some heat got under that ass and was like, yeah, nah, we need to fast track Wonder Woman. We need to actually have, Trinity. And this is where we are right now. I think it's a matter of time before the director and our new Diana is going to be announced. Jake, since having you back, man, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
Well, to me, that just speaks to they're not being reactionary like they used to be. It means that they've got a plan and they're sticking with it. They don't, whether Superman makes $500 million, $1.5 billion, whatever. They're just saying, listen, this is our plan. We're sticking with it. The fact that they're letting her, are you saying they're going to let her pen 3 different scripts? Wonder Woman, Titans, and what'd you
Wonder
say?
Woman,
Supergirl?
Titans, and Supergirl, bro. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's got some good source material for the Supergirl because aren't they basing it on Tom King's run, Woman of Tomorrow, or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a strong run. Not my favorite thing, but Tom King's not my favorite writer. But
Yeah.
she adapted that well, and it meshes well with this version of Superman. She writes a good, strong female character. Wonder Woman makes sense, and then hell, Teen Titans makes sense. You've got Raven, you've got Starfire, and then
Starfire, Raven.
whoever else you want to throw in there. Honestly, it makes sense. And if you're keeping it in the same house, same writer, that means that these stories probably find ways to kind of fit together like a bit of a puzzle piece. And these are probably just parts of a bigger tapestry. And yeah, I think it's a smart move because it gives her more lateral movement between the scripts and to make references between the movies, and you're not consulting other directors on different production teams. Actually, I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, definitely, man. And again, like I said, bro, they must have been highly impressed with her script, for Supergirl to say that, hey, we want. Now, here's the thing, bro. We already know, like, the success of that movie is depending on whether or not they move forward, because we already seen what happened with Patty Jenkins. You know what I mean? After that whole scenario, now she wasn't the writer, she was the director, but still, there were liberties that were taken even with that film. Moving forward is like, okay, that was already thrown out. You know what I mean? And
I think Gunn and Safran are just a different regime. Because I think the last DC universe was so reactionary to, the Rotten Tomatoes meter, how much it made at the box office, what critics were saying, what the audit, like they just reacted. You always saw them course correct after every new movie came out. Batman v Superman comes out, they course correct with Suicide Squad. Squad comes out, they course correct, and then Wonder Woman was kind of the only one that didn't really have that. But they just kept doing it, and I think as long as there's like, listen, we've got a plan. If not everything hits, that's fine. Look at the first phase of the MCU. Iron Man hits big, but Thor and Captain America don't really do, crazy numbers. They do well enough to keep things going, keep the lights on, but they didn't do anything crazy. And I kind of liken the Superman movie to the first Captain America movie. I think they have a lot of similarities. So I think as long as you're like, listen, this is our plan, no matter what we do, we're keeping with the plan, and nothing's going to detract us from it. Just don't pay attention to the outside influence. As long as WB lets us do our thing, this is what we're doing for the next few years. Nothing's going to derail that.
Yeah, that's definitely true, man. Definitely true. Vinny, what's your thoughts about this, bro? About her being a writer for Wonder Woman, man?
0. She's never done anything before. She's done a couple plays. This is her first movie. Supergirl will be her first movie, so there's absolutely no way to tell what to expect other than the fact that they're basing Supergirl off of a very popular story, which who knows how much that she'll adapt. So it doesn't really give you any kind of any kind of tell on what the film will be like. Obviously, they are pleased with the script, and if they're giving her Titans and Wonder Woman, which is a hell of a gamble in a way, because they haven't, obviously even started got any reaction to Woman of Tomorrow. So to give her Titans and Wonder Woman, hopefully they are right, because that's a lot. That's kind of all in on her. So I really don't have much to say about it either way. There's nothing. She co-wrote one short film, and she wrote a play, and then she got the Supergirl gig. So I'm not sure, what there. I think there's one other. Yeah, there's a short film that I might check out to see if it gives you any kind of indication of her film writing. She's just pretty much done a play or two and co-wrote a short film. So there's not much out there to gauge what to expect from this. So clearly they know something we don't, and Gunn is playing quarterback here and is going to start delegating. That's a very interesting choice, because there's so much talent, so many jobs available. So to give somebody unknown, 3 of them off the bat, that's huge. So I hope she nails it. Like, that's obviously 3 uh you know big big gets. 2 of them very invested in. I'm not sure what I feel about Supergirl. Uh, I, I'm not the biggest Supergirl fan. I haven't got a chance to read Woman of Tomorrow yet. I haven't got a chance to read it. It wouldn't have been my pick for second film, but obviously I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan, so I want that to win, and hopefully she learns lessons from Patty Jenkins, misses. Hopefully, I mean, because I wasn't the biggest fan of even the first film because of the third act, and hopefully she is dedicated to writing a strong character who can fight and not just be
Yeah.
symbolic. But I mean, Wonder Woman, I don't want to see a Dragon Ball Z battle against somebody like Ares. I want to see someone who can you know fight, and like that's
Yeah.
the warrior. That's what she loves to do the most. Like,
Mhm.
so hopefully we get a lot of action, and
Mhm.
hopefully we get a lot of you know good things from her. But like I
Yeah.
said, I don't really know what to expect from this because she's unknown.
Yeah. You know what? In all fairness, though, I will say that even some of the most known and prolific writers we know have fudged up. Over time. Some of the writing has always been suspect. We know even with a couple months, well, about a year or two ago, with the whole writer's strike, what was happening even before then. People were turning in lackluster scripts and getting them passed. I'm like, what the fuck? So at least we know that one of the biggest things that well, what Gunn's saying is that he's focusing on a good script. He
That's kind of what
wants
I
it
like
to
about
turn.
this pick.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's obviously she had the best script for what they were looking for. What again, that was an accomplishment for her. They seen it. Now, mind you, she's just the writer, not the director. So again, she's just penning the scripts. The director is, they'll see the vision, how they translate that, is just something completely different. So I hope they get a really, really decent director that's going to be able to translate whatever script the right way.
Now it
Uh,
may come to light that she's like his cousin or something, and then I'll explain.
I was gonna say a lot of the
They're
writers we
probably they're
have,
probably friends.
a lot of the writers we
Probably.
have now are kind of like nepotism picks. Like it's just like they got where they are because of where they who they know. Where
Yep.
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
she
yeah,
got here completely on merit, and I'm gonna root for the underdog because let's be real.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
if anyone ever approached us was like, hey, Jake, you want to pen the new Green Lantern script? Like, give me a draft. You think there's any doubt in my mind? I'm not going to kill that script. Like, I hope that's how she
I
is.
I
yeah,
never
I
blame
will.
the recipients of nepotism. I never blame them because fuck yeah, I would take it too.
Right, right.
yeah, yeah. You already
I
know,
want to.
man.
I want to know what's behind all it. Like, why ask me? What reason do you have to ask me?
Yeah.
What
Damn,
reason?
he's saying if he had a studio job and he picked you because you're his boy, you wouldn't say no. So that's his point.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty
You
much
wouldn't
how
be
it
like,
is.
no, that's not right. It's
Mm-hmm.
nepotism or we boys. Nah, pick some Mixer is the right most deserving person gets it. Nah, you'd be like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, when do I start?
But then also look at like guys like Quentin Tarantino. You know what I mean? His first film comes knocks it out of the park with Reservoir Dogs. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone gave him a shot.
They gave him a
We'll
shot
see.
just to see how it's gonna work.
We'll
Prop,
see.
what you think about this, bro? What you think about the her, getting the opportunity to pin, not one, not two, but 3 separate scripts, bro,
3
with Teen
movies.
Titans and everything.
Dude, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not nervous. I'm getting tired of the suit and Cheeks McGee. Dude, hopefully that's all I know you asked. So that's what. It sounded crazy when it came out of my mouth, but dude, I agree with him, man. I feel like they're more purposeful. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And we only
yeah.
got one movie,
Yeah,
but my trust is in James Gunn is different than everybody else's. It just
yeah, yeah.
is. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. The dude did 2 phenomenal movies to me.
Hey,
Phenomenal movies on characters I didn't care about.
yeah,
Got fired left for years and years and years. Did I'm not saying Suicide Squad movie he did, but it didn't break any barriers, but it was extremely entertaining. I was surprised what he did at DC with that movie. And then he came back and finished out this trilogy that I thought was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So Peter Safran is there. So I know there's a suit there. I'm not feeling the suit as much yet. You know what I mean? And I feel like some people are, but I'm looking at this. This to me, even the nepotism, you got nepotism based off a suit making a decision like that. I can think of people in government right now that's like that.
Yeah.
And then you got an artist. You know what I'm saying? Because and I know all of you guys are artists on here. I'm extremely loyal. If I have somebody on my rap song, it's going to be my homie before I go to Pharoah Monch. And I love Pharoah Monch. But you damn sure Lael's probably going to have that guest spot before. You know what I mean? If I'm making a movie, Jedi Kid say he can't act, we're going to have to figure it out. You know, so that's me. So that's that loyalty. But that's coming from an artist's mind. That's not a suit decision. You know what I'm saying? So I do think it's different. So it's possible it's here. But I'm going to tell you where most of my confidence is coming from, that there has been scripts that's been turned down already. My biggest beef with this information is something that all of us express in some shape, form, or fashion. I'm saying I love James Gunn, but I hate James Gunn. I hate that this information is getting out. Like, I hate that I got to hear this now because she might turn in a script that's whack, and then it goes away, and then that becomes news. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how early this is, but I can say we're missing the part where we don't know whether he's going to her and being like, Supergirl was a great script. Why don't you write Wonder Woman? Or did she pitch too? Because you got to remember, creators do pitch ideas. Hey, I got an idea for Wonder Woman. You want to hear it? Yeah, let me see what the script looks like. Like, we don't know what that conversation looks like.
Or they're asked to write a draft, just so, hey, let me see what your idea would be.
We see exactly, which goes back to, are we hearing this information? I'd rather hear it when she's got something solid, but then goes back to what Lael is saying. Maybe the Supergirl movie is that dope that we just know. You know what I'm saying? Or they just know. So
they know. They know, bro. I like you said, I like the underdog feel. I don't think that, I hate almost in a sense that I'm in this particular main frame of mind. Whereas I think that, just like most politicians, we've had so many individuals that have been here and they've been doing it for the longest time. And sometimes you can see where they derail. You know what I mean? Sometimes we need fresh faces. We need new people that with new visions, new ideas. And if they are willing to do the job, and if they're willing to do the job right, I definitely want to give them a chance. As long as they're showing their capabilities, bro, and they can actually do it. That's what's most important.
Right.
Turning a script, if you think the script is good, and here's the thing though, there can be an upside and there can be a downside to that. And we got to throw it out there because you have to look at both sides of the coin. He may like it because it's showing the gunnisms that he's already doing. You know what I mean? So that might be the reason why he likes the script, because he's molded her into something that he likes.
And that's something.
And let me be clear.
Very interesting because of the transparency that Gunn has. It makes you. Time will tell how much that means, because he's been very vocal lately that Authority script he's had to turn down because it wasn't what he wanted. Now, is that because it wasn't funny enough or silly enough?
It wasn't funny enough.
So I'm thinking, was it just not enough nut shots in that movie and he didn't like it? Or is he also telling the truth when he says different films will have different tones? So I can't
like Clayface, right? Clayface supposed to be a horror film.
Right. I can't wait to see 4 or 5 films down the line to see if he proves the criticisms wrong that even I have sometimes, that like, I don't want all the upcoming films to be Gunnism films or have the same tone as Superman or be too light, because Marvel, that's one of Marvel's biggest flaws, is the Marvel formula where everything is like Guardians of the Galaxy and every serious part has to be like quickly right around, has to have a joke. So like, we're gonna see, does he like this style that she's doing because it's funny, like his sense of humor, or is it because he's different and he just likes that he's got something that he couldn't bring to the table? Hopefully that's the case, because he's shown that I'm going to bring my shit and you're going to like it. But he's also said, but don't worry, shit that's different than my shit is coming. like Clayface, like Jake said.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah.
very interested to see how much of that is true, and time will tell, because we start seeing, all right, Titans is way different than Wonder Woman, is different than Supergirl, which is all different than Clayface, which is all different than Sergeant Rock, et cetera, et cetera. I'm interested in a universe that has that type of dichotomy, because I want to see all type of different shit.
So right now you don't trust that. He hasn't given you evidence to trust that he can do.
Not yet.
So do you guys think, and I think you guys alluded to it, you all don't think he's, or y'all don't think he's a comic book fan?
No, I'm not saying he's not.
No.
I feel like I heard on this show, I remember hearing someone get mad and be like he faked it or something.
I don't think that you don't. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that he's not a comic book fan. I don't think he has to prove to everybody that he's a comic book.
I got that. Okay, right. That is what you said. You're right. That's what
I think sometimes he tries to prove to everybody he's a comic book fan.
I got you.
He'll show up with a book.
And showing, yes.
He'll show up with a book and a picture or whatever. Like, I think he tries to allude that I'm here.
Yeah, you know, I think he weaponized the fact that he's a comic book fan in a less disingenuous way. Sometimes it's a bit disingenuous. Like, I don't need to see you like when actors and everybody, when they're holding up like, I really fucking hate what Downey Jr. is doing right now with just picking random fucking comics and taking pictures of it. Oh, he really
with Secret Wars and
like,
Iron Man.
Doom isn't even in the one comic. He just is on the fucking cover.
Yeah.
Like I'm reading All-Star Superman, guys, so you're in good hands. Like, that just feels a little
it feels
like pandering.
It feels like disingenuous. Just very disingenuous when they do that.
You don't have to do that. It would be. Go ahead, Jake. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I think Gunn's biggest thing with comic books is that he hones in on these more obscure C and D list characters, but that's so he can reinvent them. So you're gonna have a harder time reinventing Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, whoever. That's why he likes Polka Dot Man and the Suicide Squad, and he likes uses Starro. Peacemaker has his own show. Like, these are characters that are not really a part of like your average comic book fan's zeitgeist.
But he did good with Mr. Terrific though, and he pushed for that. One of the first announcements he made when he wrote Superman was
Terrific is not no CD guy. Terrific is a
what that was my point. I'm just saying he showed that he can.
Your average viewer doesn't know Mr. Terrific, but the thing is, I think that he proved, whether or not you like the Superman movie, doesn't sound like Jay did. That's fine. I actually think he did a really good job with the characterization of Clark and Superman. Like, I think he nailed Superman as a character the same way I think they nailed Cap in the first Avenger as a character within the first 5 minutes.
I don't think Corn Sweat is a bad Superman. He was in a bad motherfucking situation the whole movie.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't enjoy that. I didn't enjoy seeing him get pummeled from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? That's not. I just don't.
You know what?
That.
So here,
Corn Sweat as Clark and as Kal-El was. I think he did a good job.
That's why I'm anxious to see a second Superman film with a different writer, because I like the casting all around.
Because he just underpowered to me. It seemed the whole fucking movie.
So you know what? I'm admit something. I'm going to admit something here tonight. Right. So I went and saw it for a third time. And the reason why I did, because I needed to see something. I needed to understand certain things.
That's why I saw it 4 times. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Listen to me. I gained a level of understanding. Is that throughout that entire film, honestly, bro, he was holding back. Like, he was literally holding back that entire film from what I saw. And now here's but he was literally, from what I was seeing, he was holding back, because I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Even when he was fighting Ultraman,
Charlie,
he was trying his best at that particular time to reason with him. Right. He was like, yo, this is Lex Luthor or whatever. But when he realized he was getting his ass whooped and there was no turning back, that's when he kind of cut loose a little bit. But he was holding back. Now,
but he didn't cut loose to the dog ate the cameras, though.
Does that change my feelings on the other things that were going on in that movie that I might have had some? No, it didn't, because I saw that and I'm like, well, that's these parts still. Again, you had such a very interesting and important character with Hawk Girl that should have had more time. and you didn't utilize that aspect
Bro,
of
we
it.
would have been complaining. Y'all
You
would
know
have
what I
been
mean?
complaining about
But
that. Y'all would have been
but
complaining about them taking too much time with these
no.
side characters.
I wouldn't have. I just
Nah,
think
So
that
some
they,
people would
no,
have. People
because
would have.
I think that
Because
they
people
gave,
were already complaining that it was
I
too,
think that they gave more importance to certain characters. Again,
because they served the story.
Nathan Fillion is his friend, bro. Plain and
Yeah.
simple.
Oh
I
yeah.
That's
agree.
his
I
Sure.
can
boy.
see
That's his
that.
Yeah.
So
homeboy.
he
Yeah.
basically gave his boy as much screen time as he
As he
possibly
could.
could, and we
And
Yeah.
seen
people
that.
enjoyed him.
And
know?
but
Yeah.
not everybody enjoyed him though. Not
As a
everybody.
Lantern fan, I wasn't a huge fan.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that
Yeah.
didn't enjoy him. So we have to
Yeah.
basically speak for everybody. There were some people that did, but not everybody enjoyed it. They didn't enjoy the interpretation. And I think that was part of it. You're supposed to hate him. But anyway, I'm just basically speaking in terms of I had to go see for that. So I see that aspect of it. But I'm just hoping, and to kind of stay on topic here, I'm hoping that with this writer, you know, again, I hope that he wasn't in the way and he allowed her that level of freedom to tell the story that she wanted to tell, and that he enjoyed that story,
Sorry.
because there is a bit of trepidation in this whole thing, because it's a fear that you don't want the suits and everybody that's in charge to interfere just because. And that's the danger of him not only just being a director and a writer himself, but also being ahead. That's the dangerous part, because you know that there's going to be a love. If he's as vocal as he is online, then you can only imagine how vocal he is behind the scenes. And that's the thing, is it's like, I'm just hoping, even if you watch certain interviews, bro, and the cast is on there, he dominates the discussion the entire time. But that's just the way it is. But I'm just saying, I'm hoping that there's leeway. That's all I'm saying. I'm hoping that there's a space where other people can breathe and get in.
I would think there is, only because he's been in
Yeah.
that chair himself. He's been the writer director, having to answer to studio heads and stuff. So I
Yeah.
think he's going to be a little bit more lenient that way, just knowing what it's like being on that end of things. I could be wrong, but I would imagine that's where he's
Yeah.
coming
Now
from.
you might, and that's what I'm saying, bro. You might, but here's the
Well,
thing.
look how the actors that fight for him.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
it's weird, dude. Because when I can
Got
see the
loyalty.
assholism in him when I see him talking. They like when people say they don't like him. I see him do an
Mm.
interview. I can see it because I'm looking at it through the lens of y'all right now. To be honest with you,
Mm.
everything he does, I'm like, yo, Jay ain't gonna like this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm almost also looking at the people to the point you just made. The people that's working with him, because I've heard that he cusses. I've heard him that he said some crazy stuff. But then I'm looking at these people that fought for him when he got fired, bro. Like there was people that was like,
Batista
I'm
was
getting a
big
big
on it.
check, and I don't want no
Yeah.
part of that. Yo, Batista's still
Yeah.
on it, son.
Yeah, Batista,
Fiercely
yeah.
loyal.
He's like, yo, my boy's
Yeah.
gone, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
the Nathan, the nepotism.
tell from the
You
Chris
say
Pratt
best friends that go both ways too. You know what I mean? So
It's a catch
tell from, like,
22
You
with the
can tell
James
from like the
Gunn
Chris
thing.
Pratt interviews that like he's one of the boys backstage. So
Yeah,
I give him
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Man, you get-
I definitely dig the loyalty, bro. And again, even with that, bro, Marvel is extremely reactionary, and that fucks them up in the long run, bro. That reaction shit, even with I ain't gonna jump into it because that's just a totally different can of worms in that particular space, bro. But we know know basically what it is, and they need to get that shit together. Because you need to spend less time looking at what people are saying and what they're doing, and more time giving us quality shit, getting back to form, back to basics. That's just the way I feel about it. But I do think, I think they're catching on. They're in a good stride and in a good place where, we might start seeing some things happen, the way they're supposed to, and hopefully we can get to that point. But yeah, man.
in other words, the Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Strange might make sense somehow.
I'm not willing.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh,
I'm not willing to go there yet. I'm not
Don't do
willing to
that.
go there yet, bro. I'm not submitting to
Don't
that
do that.
space at this
Don't do
time.
too soon.
'Cause,
I
hey, Jake,
ain't even-
I know
Jake,
my audience with this one.
Jake,
It ain't even
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
yet.
hey, Jake. Like I told
I'm
everybody
not gonna
yesterday,
say
bro.
nothing.
I told everybody on Collectors Lounge yesterday, bro. Listen, as long as I'm getting, and I know that comic accurate Doom is coming, I may not give a fuck about what we see in this
Right,
movie.
dude.
Nah, I already
Yeah, I
paid
mean,
for that shit. I don't care about
yeah.
what's going on in the
I,
movie.
I got
Mm-mm.
that Doom
Mm-mm.
is the one that I want. So
Mhm.
I
Oh,
give
hell
a
yeah.
shit about what I'm
Mhm.
going to see after that, bro. So as long as they, and I think it's almost like they were saying, okay, take this just in case. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's what it feels like,
Mhm.
just in case. I want
Dude,
y'all to
that's gonna
step
be a
Can
that's gonna be
I
a centerpiece in the collection.
fuck
can I
it,
say
bro.
one thing about this young lady director right here? I mean
Not
the
part of this
writer,
thing.
Oh, you didn't even talk
Yeah,
yet. Yeah.
go ahead, bro.
real quick. And we can go on.
Yeah.
I believe in this chick for some reason because she's an unknown, and a lot of
Yeah. Yeah.
unknowns hit motherfucking home runs out the park
Yeah,
a
bro.
lot of the
Yeah,
time.
bro.
So I think especially if they were satisfied with Shorty doing her Supergirl script, I think that I think she can cut loose with Teen Titans.
Bro,
I
hell
don't I don't
yeah.
see it as an eggshell situation, man. I think that you know a lot of unknowns, man, come along and they will
Bro,
surprise the hell out of you with the
remember,
writing.
Ryan Coogler was an unknown writer
Yeah,
and director,
Right,
bro.
yeah,
And look
yeah,
where he's at
yeah,
now.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
So
But
I think that
he did do Fruitvale Station, which is really good.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
Oh
hell
man,
yeah.
yeah,
bro,
bro.
that's a
This dope
classic.
movie.
Hell
Yep.
yeah,
So it's
bro.
like, bro, like unknowns like him and this young lady here. I think that she can really, I think she could do it. I think she's gonna be all right. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
her with
bro.
Supergirl, I think she'll have enough of his little tropes here and there to keep him satisfied as well. So I mean, I'll give her a chance.
Mhm.
Yo, Chuck, yo,
Yeah.
Chuck G be killing me, bro, because he be like,
Mhm.
facts. It's a
Mhm.
classic.
Mhm.
Good ass, bro. I can hear him saying that
Mhm.
shit. Goddamn, bro. Yo,
Chuck
Chuck
be
be,
on. That's how I
Chuck,
be. I'm the same way.
Chuck be on that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I'm a man of
All
few
right,
words.
He's that
word,
hype
bro.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
yeah, yeah.
He's the dude from Trading Places that was in the
That's
jail
it.
cell. The dude was talking. He was like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, I want to move into this real quick, man, because again,
Is this why we lost Vinny?
what you say?
Is this
Oh
why we
man,
lost Vinny?
I
Oh,
didn't
did
even
we
know
lose
if Vinny gone.
Oh, he
Yeah.
bounced.
Vinny gone, bro.
No, I think his internet probably kicked him out for a second, bro. Like
Okay.
his shit, his definitely his shit kind of kicked him out. He'll be back in a second because it always does this. But I
Okay.
want to talk about this briefly because, again, it's not to talk about. We don't know the synopsis anyway. All we know is what these motherfuckers are saying it is, and we don't get any. We gotta wait and see. But
Hmm.
the reason why I'm bringing it up is I say that what we know so far, and what we know so far, I'm just clearly basing it off of film. That's what I'm basing it off of. I'm basing it off of what we've seen from both the Thunderbolts and what we've actually seen from again, Fantastic Four. So I'm trying to live in a space where I'm trying to figure this shit out because you had two films that gave us a post-credits scene, and I'm trying to see how both of those are going to tie into, mainly how is what we've seen from the end of Fantastic
Thunderbolts.
Four. I mean, end of Fantastic Four tying into what we see from the Thunderbolts. So I'm
Mhm.
trying to figure that out. How is that if we could actually speculate on what we could see? Uh,
Are we allowed
Again,
to talk spoilers for Fantastic Four at this
hell,
point?
this is a spoiler. Yeah, we spoiling
Okay.
the fuck out of this film
Okay.
today.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
That
Hell
reaction,
yeah.
Leo. He was like,
Hell
"Fuck
yeah.
It's over. If you ain't see it by
If
now,
you
it's
ain't
over.
see it, but bro, I
Kick
put
off.
spoiler
Yeah, you know
discussion.
what thumbnail you clicked on.
Let's
Hell
kick
yeah,
off.
you know what time it is, bro. Let's
You know
go.
what you came here for. Let's go.
Yeah, it's definitely, bro. But yeah,
Mm.
what you think, Jay?
Um, you talking about how it tied in with FF and
What do you think?
Thunderbolts, right?
Because here's the thing, bro. Like the end of the movie hits,
Mm-hmm.
we see Doom mask off, no
With
words.
Franklin.
We just see
Mm-hmm.
Franklin with him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying now. Again, we're living in a realm of speculation. We don't
Mm-hmm.
know shit. We
Mm-hmm.
have no idea what's going on at all. And I like living in that space, but I also like living in the space of okay, what could be going on in
Mm-hmm.
this particular space? What could it be?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, right? The crazy part is, Vinny, you brought this up. Robert Downey Jr. has been on this kick where he's having these certain comics that are referencing
He's been having the ball the last couple days, bro.
and I'm like, what are you? Come on, bro. Like,
yeah.
What?
Can I just say? Can I just say
Which is
that
it?
scene was the only thing I did not like in that film? Because what have we been talking about since he was cast? That motherfucker got his mask off already.
Already.
You know why? You know why, right?
Already.
You know what? You know what happened in that scene, Vinny? Franklin healed his face.
Oh
You
my
think so?
god! Like
He could have. He could have. He could
That's,
have.
here's the thing.
that's what happened.
That makes me pissed off too.
He
Because
could
Franklin
have.
isn't some healer. Like
Right.
that's not his power.
Well, he can alter. He can alter.
That's
you
one
got
of his
powers.
powers. That's one of his
Powers
powers.
ain't set,
But I
man.
mean,
His powers
I don't
is
want his man
out. Is
use that,
unlimited.
he's just going around healing people. Like his power is rewriting reality, not just healing people.
No, but he can
but,
do all that.
You can do,
He can
yeah,
do all
you can
that.
do it
That's
on
the
a
only power he
microscopic level.
displayed in the movie.
Franklin is
Yeah, I
one
mean,
of the
he was
OP characters. I hope
a
they
month
keep
old.
OP.
They just
What
have an
else?
in-universe explanation now for him not having a fucked up face. You're welcome, Vinny.
Right. There you go.
I hate it.
Franklin.
I still hate
Franklin
it.
healed.
Fuck
So-
Robert Downey Jr. is Doom right now. I hate that shit so much. It's so stupid.
So,
He ain't,
but what?
he ain't
what
putting on that
what if-
mask.
Nah,
what
he's not
if?
gonna wear it. He's not gonna
What
wear
if?
it.
We're gonna get the mask from 5 minutes of the film.
Right.
But
He's not
what
gonna wear
if
it.
he isn't Doom?
I think he's a Tony
Well,
Stark villain, so.
I have a little.
I did think his
universal
mask
thing
was
that I think
too smooth.
might be going on. You know, in was it in Endgame when 20 went back in time? Now this is speculation that's been going around. They're saying that when he told him that when he talked to his dad, and the dad mentioned that his wife was pregnant, and Tony looked surprised, like maybe that wasn't Tony. That his wife was
I thought that
pregnant.
was an Arno Stark reference, to be honest, and I hated
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe, or saying that Tony might be adopted.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
So I hope that's not the case, but that's
Yeah.
how we connect with Doom. That's a whole little speculation thing going on right now. I don't want that. I don't want that story either. I don't want that.
I'm just trying to
I hate
figure
this-
out.
I hate
Go
this
ahead.
part. I hate this part.
What-
We should
what
just
part?
have it. This is we're discussing what the gimmick will be. Either way, it's a fucking gimmick. We're not getting to.
My point is we have two post-credit scenes heading into this movie. The first post-credit scene that we saw was from the Thunderbolts, and that was the reveal of Excelsior. You know what I mean? The
I love the
Fantastic-
music. That.
I think they're looking for Franklin, man.
I
So-
don't think so.
I think it's something different.
You know what? It's funny because when they were trying to get away from Shadowball and Reba's just like, I don't care anywhere. I thought that was going to be the
When they
trick.
dipped off.
Maybe that they got lost. They didn't go home.
Right.
And then
Right,
and maybe
right.
the stuff of Galactus was like, shit, Fantastic Four ain't there. That planet's dead because they got lost.
Right. They
We
got
didn't get to
lost.
save them in time.
Mhm.
But then they
So you-
obviously they got home and stuff. But
Mhm.
I thought it
So
might
you
have
thought
been
they were
like,
going to pull a Planet of the Apes on us?
yes,
A little bit,
Pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought they were going to do, which would have been crazy. What a way
Yeah.
to bring
Yeah.
them in, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But not
True,
now it's
true.
something different. Now it could be anything. Now it could be Doom steals Franklin and goes to our reality.
And they're trying to find him. Yeah.
And they have to come here to find them, and maybe then they get stuck here or whatever.
Right.
knows?
That's what I think gonna happen.
So
That's what it looks like to me.
my question is, and I was thinking about this, bro, like when we're thinking about, or when the scene that we know, we're going to talk about this more so with the Fantastic Four discussion, but it was a scene when they used the pull, the gravity pull of the black hole,
The blood
trap.
Lightyear technique.
shallow ball. You know what I mean? Close to it, right?
Yeah.
But
That was cool as hell.
yeah, bro, I thought that was dope as fuck. But
Uh,
my thing is, within even that scene, and what we know about a black hole is, and from what we've been told, scientifically, that is,
oh man, I can't wait for that. Okay, go ahead.
literally, what we know about it is, it's sort of like is a split in sort of like reality itself. So we know that in that aspect, what we seen was a pull, but also it was sort of like, how do we know that in that particular time, multiple different things didn't happen? You know what I mean? Again, we're talking about from the time that they left and came back, what they said was they were gone for about a month. From what we've seen, it almost seems like it was then a day. You know what I
No,
mean?
because it took like a
Time
month for them to
dilation.
build all the machines around the
But no,
world.
remember when they got back, they said that
Yeah.
they were gone for a month.
You're
Right,
going
They
for a
had
month.
just got back from
Yeah.
being gone from about a
Yeah.
Yeah,
month.
Yeah.
because Reed
But
said it would take her about a month to get out. She's gonna get out, but it'd take a month.
yeah, but even when they got back to the eight, what was it, 818? Even when they
Yeah.
got back,
828.
they had said after being the
828.
reporter was like after they had been gone for about a month,
Yeah.
they had returned. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what might have actually happened in the span of all that if something else could have actually happened and we just don't know, or maybe they can't remember. My thought is, and I'm just saying this, like, I don't think that they're going after, and again, this is all speculation. I don't think that they're going after anyone. I think that Vic has taken both Sue and uh Franklin, possibly in that aspect, or convinced all of them to come along in that ship. Because there's, again, we don't know how it's going to work out. It's a very convincing, and the only thing that we haven't or they didn't touch on is Reed's relationship with Vic at all. So
If there
I'm
even
just
is one in that
wondering
universe.
exactly. Maybe there wasn't a relation, and that's the
No.
thing. We don't know. It's
I
just
don't think it
it's
was.
just like a wait and see. That's the only thing that I wanted to kind of
Yeah.
touch on. Is like, what do you think after watching both post
So,
credit scenes? What are you thinking?
so what I initially thought after seeing Thunderbolts in that end credit scene, I literally thought they ruined the Fantastic Four movie. Like I thought they showed us how it ended. Oh, they don't save their world. They escape to another universe, and that's them
Yeah.
entering the new universe.
Mhm.
And I was a little pissed off about that. I was like, really, you're gonna spoil the
Fuck up
the way the
yeah, yeah,
Fantastic
yeah,
Four movie ends.
yeah.
But then as I'm watching Fantastic Four, when they put Galactus into that whatever it is, they push him in. I thought, oh shit. So they sent Galactus to the 616 universe. That's what just happened. And now they're going to the 616 universe to warn them about Galactus. And then I saw the the post credit scene, and I thought, okay, so Doom kidnaps Franklin. Franklin kind of becomes Mole Man / Valeria from the comics in the Secret Wars comic book series, and they're hopping universes. And I'm guessing they go there because Victor Von Doom
Yeah.
shares some kind of genetic marker as the Tony Stark from their universe, and that's why they're there looking for answers. How do you stop him? How do you beat him? So that's kind of where I'm at now.
Yeah.
I heard another theory that like it might be that the face of Tony, like 616, is the only world in which he's a good guy. Every other one, that face is Doom.
I don't like
Okay.
that.
I don't like that either.
I did hear a theory though that the reason that it's a Tony Stark variant, and that the reason he becomes a bad guy is because he saw Tony Stark saw him sacrifice himself to snap for Thanos, and was like, nah, fuck that. He should live, and like that's like somehow that kind of becomes a villain turn for him. Don't hate it, don't love it either.
I don't like any of this, bro. It should be
I like
just
that either.
his own story.
It
It should
instead
just
of
be
figuring out
Victor Von Doom. Nothing to
how
do with
they're trying
damn
to
Tony.
figure out how Victor Von Doom has some kind of like tie into Tony Stark's life.
I don't want that.
And we're trying to do mental gymnastics to make it fit. Which
Yeah.
means
Mhm.
when they
Hey, it's already happened, dude. We just got to get on board and just hope it's good.
Yeah.
I don't have
That's the only thing. See, I heard a theory that it was that it's him, but then there's two motherfuckers that are hooded next to him, and everywhere he goes, they unmask themselves, and it's both the Russos telling y'all, "Fuck y'all. This is why we chose him." You know what I mean? Fuck y'all. Don't worry about why we chose. This is why we chose it. Fuck that. And then it's like back to the regularly scheduled program.
I'll say this though, I'm glad that it was just relegated to a post-credit scene, and then otherwise we got a Fantastic Four movie without that drama.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
I think they're just going to get away from Avengers forever too.
And I'm even kind of hating on the cloak. It should be a lighter green. I'm just saying.
I don't think that's the actual costume. We'll see. I think it was just like here something. It's an end credit scene, 30 seconds.
Yeah,
see,
because
though.
I didn't like the
could be wrong.
reflective mask was reflective, right?
Yeah,
I
it was
ain't
too
like
shiny.
that, yo. Yeah,
Maybe,
I ain't like that.
maybe it was a yo, Bruce said, what if it was a toy? Like recruits, like it was just like a little toy. Like you can have a mask just like me, little homie. Here you go.
Hey, hey, we know that again from what we've seen that Franklin can make anything what he wants it to be. You know what I mean? It could have been a toy. We don't know how it is, but it's just the reason why I don't even think it's him healing him. I just think that for some reason Franklin is looking at him as a familiar face, as if he's known
Seem like
about
it.
him for the
Mhm.
longest time. You know what I mean? Like
I
it
don't think he
just
would let Franklin heal him. He's doomed.
yeah.
Because Franklin can kind of exist in the past and the present, so
Yeah.
he
See,
might
I,
know
I
his
just
face.
think that there's probably have been that because the thing is, bro, if he was able to get in there at that particular time, that's not the first time he's been there.
Yeah, how
No,
did he get there?
Exactly.
no, yeah.
That's definitely not the first time that he's been there, bro. So
Maybe he's from
I
the future of that world too. Like because they're
possibly,
they're like the '60s. It kind of felt like future '60s. Maybe he
yeah,
exists in the future of that world because we know that Doom can do time travel. So
exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. So definitely,
I hope
um,
not. I want him to be from the same time period as Reed. Maybe he knows Reed somehow, like it
yeah,
should be. But I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
It's what it is, man.
We gotta see, man. So let's all right. We're gonna jump into this, man. I mean, in the interest
Let's
of time,
hear it.
because I know everybody got. Let's get it, bro. We're gonna go in, man. I was gonna talk about Dan Slap, but we'll actually save that for a little
Yeah.
bit. I want to jump into this because this definitely begs discussion. We're gonna hear. So again, Fantastic Four drop last Thursday, and for those who actually got a chance to see it, pretty much it was, one of the most highly anticipated films. We were all wondering how Pedro Pascal would capture the essence of Reed. We were wondering how Ben Grimm was going to look on screen. We were wondering how well they would actually show us Johnny Storm and how he did. And again, if Vanessa Kirby was going to actually capture the essence of Sue Storm. So here's the thing, bro, and I've seen the film now 3 times, right?
Mhm.
Again, I want to enter this space here to let people know that all things is subjective. Not everybody has to agree, and we're not here to force anybody to agree. I'm not here to force you to like what I saw. Just like you're not going to force me to, basically sway to your opinion. I can respect it, but I may strongly disagree. So that's just the way it is. Everybody out there, I wanted to say that. So because I guess I just want to get it out the way and I want to hear everybody else talk, plain and simple. I was looking for one thing in this film. It had nothing to do with power scale. It had nothing to do with utilization of the powers itself. It had nothing to do with any of that. I wanted to see how well they captured the essence of a family on screen, how well these characters work together, how well you can make me believe in the Fantastic Four. Because I don't give a fuck what nobody says. None of those other films really captured the essence of what it was, especially for Reed. Listen, say what you will about Pedro Pascal, bro. This motherfucker acted his ass off in this fucking film, bro. He acted his ass off. Every emotional beat, being honest with the simple fact that the pure frustration of him not knowing what to do was hitting. Because again, he always knows in his mind what he thinks he's doing is right. The regret of Ben having to actually make him realize, look, just give him that sense of security. Like, bro, it's not everything is your fault. You just can't cook. You know what I mean? So just that aspect of it, the dichotomy between both, Sue Storm and her brother, Sue Storm and Reed, Sue Storm and Vanessa Kirby, bro. Literally, man, bro. I literally, and I'm gonna tell you this right off the back. I'm gonna skip to the end. I was crying, bro. I was literally crying when that baby brought her back, bro. When that baby touched her, that shit it teared me the fuck up, especially when the baby just clapped, bro. That was a response. That baby was a fucking almost MVP in the fucking movie because it was incredible. But what I'm saying is, bro, I love this. I love the aspect of family before everything else. I love the simple fact that, in my opinion, Say what people will basically say about Shia LaBeouf and her and Jennifer. Listen, she, in my opinion, I loved it. Surfing the fucking Flames was dope as fuck. I love seeing that. I love, and again, they just showed what she can do and what she can possibly do given more time. I love the scale of Galactus. I love the aesthetics of this film. I love the, them in the very beginning. I love the simple fact that they didn't go and give us an origin story. I didn't need to see that shit more. I didn't need to go. We already know. We didn't need to see Ben constantly. We seen little references of it, but we didn't need to see Ben the entire fucking film dealing with who he is as a character. I didn't need to see that shit, bro. I didn't need to see none of that shit. He already knows who he is and where he's at. This family, I wanted the family dichotomy, and they showed us that from the very fucking beginning, and that's what I like. Now, here's the thing. I also hear this criticism. Man, how is Johnny smart? He's not dumb.
He's an astronaut.
He's not fucking dumb. And there's been plenty of fucking comics where he spoke different languages. Literally. He's not dumb at all. I don't understand that space where motherfuckers just want to paint him in a corner like he's not an important fucking character. He is. He's part of the team for a reason. Reed is surrounded. He strategically surrounded himself about, and it just happens to be family, bro. That's just the way it is. And I love that aspect. Don't paint motherfuckers in the corner, man. To me, it is not all about fucking punches. And we always say this, punches and powers. But that is the first motherfucking thing I hear online when I see motherfuckers talking. Power scale, or they're not showing this, or how the fuck was she able to beat Galactus? Do you fucking realize that Galactus wasn't even at his ultimate, and he still had to fucking feed his prime? He could have fucked that planet up at any given time, bro, and not been there. He didn't have to come to the planet to fuck it up. But his prime objective at that time was to get the child. That's what he wanted. To satiate his fucking that hunger. That's what he wanted. That's all he basically wanted. And it's not always in his best interest to kill. He's just doing what he was made to do. Unfortunately, that's who he fucking is, bro. But don't downplay Sue fucking Storm. The broad held back a fucking Celestial a couple times, bro. Don't downplay this woman, bro. And I see that shit, and it drives me fucking nuts. All I'm gonna say is I saw it 3 times, and I love this fucking film. It took me back to how I felt about the other films, and I think they're in a good space. Jake, what are your thoughts?
I gotta follow that.
Nah, I'm just.
Dude, I agree with every point you just made. People painting Johnny into a corner, you don't want a one-dimensional character. So if you didn't like this movie, your mom's a hoe. I just broke Whale's first rule. So. But I love this movie. This became an instant Marvel and comic movie classic, in my opinion. This easily, I think, cracks my top 10 MCU films. I don't even think it's hard to say. This will be my son, who's 5. This will be his first Marvel movie going experience in the movie theater. I'm taking him this coming weekend. His middle name is Reed because of Reed Richards. I love this movie, and I've been talking with people, and they've been like telling me that they enjoyed Superman better, and I just can't fathom that. I've been trying to figure out if my personal fandom for the Fantastic Four, my personal love for the comics, for these characters, is just so in the way and overshadowing any objectivity I have towards any of the things that this movie didn't get right, which there aren't a lot in my opinion, but I think with this movie set its tone perfectly from the very beginning. The very opening scene, Sue is peeing on a pregnancy test, and Reed's in there looking for whatever. I'm like, I've never seen this in a comic book movie. They literally open the movie with this, instantly showing you this is a family movie. This is an intimate family that's close knit. You're instantly go from that to I'm almost positive the very next scene was them going to dinner. Oh, you're late, whatever it is. And what a great way to showcase this family that lives together, that spends every day together, that they're close. You instantly get that connection, and then you're off to the races. Yeah, this movie was fast-paced, but in the best possible way. I think that Sue Storm is absolutely the standout of this movie. She I've always loved Sue in the comics. Don't get me wrong, but I always felt like she kind of played second fiddle most of the time to the boys.
Yeah,
This was her movie, and Vanessa Kirby just shot herself to superstardom. I think with this movie, she absolutely fucking nailed this role.
That fucking speech in the courtyard, bro.
I was about to say. So another thing that I think maybe because the people I've spoken with about it, who liked Superman more, I think this movie just hits differently as a parent. I've got a 5-year-old little boy that I love more than I could ever express. And this movie had me choking up 5 or 6 times. One of them being when she's out there in front of the whole gathering in front of the Baxter building saying, I will not give up my child for the world. I will not give up the world for my child. I'll move heaven and earth. Like that right there got me choked up. Yes, like you, Lael, I shed a tear like a total pussy at the very end when I thought Sue was dead. Like there was a moment where I'm like, well, Franklin's right there. I mean, obviously he's gonna use his power to bring her back, but then they let that scene play out long enough where they didn't punctuate it with a joke, they didn't find a way to ease the tension of the moment. They let it play out, and I was like, holy shit. They might kill Sue. They may be going to this other universe that we saw at the end of Thunderbolts to find another Sue. That's where my mind started going. And then with the way Franklin was reacting to her, I absolutely shed a tear with that. But everybody had their time to shine. Do I think that Ben specifically could have gotten a couple more moments to shine? Absolutely. Were there a couple times where I felt, this feels like something got edited out? Yeah. Absolutely, that happened, and I'd be willing to bet there was some Ben stuff in there. We know the Red Ghost, John Malkovich stuff got
they edited that out.
From that opening thing. But dude, this movie had everything. And as a Fantastic Four reader, if you know the Fantastic Four, and I know Vinny's going to make this point, so I'm not going to harp too hard on it. They're not superheroes. That's not their main thing. They are explorers. They are scientists.
Exactly.
So, there's a great moment actually in Dan Slott when he wrote The Mighty Avengers and Hank Pym goes to Eternity. And Eternity deems Hank Pym the scientist supreme. And he's like, well, how can that be? There are guys like Reed Richards and Tony Stark. He said, Eternity deems Reed Richards the explorer supreme. And that's because that's what they are. They're explorers. They're scientists. They're pushing the bounds of what we know in our observable world in our universe. They want to know more. That's what they do. They get into their superhero hijinks because of that, but that's the vessel that takes them to the fun punch stuff. This movie went to a fucking black hole. I never thought I was going to see that. And then not only that, but she is giving birth while they're being chased, to their death by a cosmic being and using the centrifugal force of the black hole and slingshotting around it to ground her enough to give enough gravity for her to give birth during. That scene blew me away.
It blew my fucking mind, bro.
All I could think at the time was like, if this was me, I would be able to tell my son, you were born in front of a black hole while we were about to die, and your mom, and your mom is freaking the fuck out. Like, coolest birth story ever. And I think my favorite moment with Reed was one that I actually found myself, kind of. Feel like I related to it, and it's when he's talking to Franklin and he's saying, I think he said something to the effect of like, don't be like me, there's always been something wrong with me. And it's because the guy can't turn his brain off no matter what he can't. The guy is always thinking, his brain's always working like a fucking computer, and he can't turn it off. And to turn it off is to not be himself, and that's the one thing Sue kind of chastised him for, and he had to learn that, like, I've got to learn to live in the moment with and stop worrying about these eventualities. About
everything. Yeah, exactly.
Right. And so this movie, I could fill the rest of this time just talking, and I won't do it, but I absolutely love this movie. I can't wait to see it again. I can't wait to take my little boy to see it. I can't wait to own the Steelbook and watch it at home. I mean,
hell yeah.
I love this movie.
I can't wait to see it, Benny's script. One of the funniest parts to me, bro, and it was a small fucking part, but the shit was funny as fuck because they didn't even show him on screen when he said this shit. You just heard it when he was like, "Don't call her sexy, bro." Like, bro, I lost my fucking mind. All 3 times, the shit was fucking funny. It was hilarious. Jay, what did you feel about this movie, bro?
Uh, it was okay. I give it a 7 out of 10. I mean,
Okay.
I enjoyed it for what
Reasonable.
it was.
That's reasonable.
I didn't like Charlotte Ball. Charlotte Ball's whack to me. Every time I saw her face, all I could hear was, "You're gonna have to fucking kill me." Every time I saw her face, I think about Ozark, you know. But to me, as Silver Surfer, I wanted Norman Rad. I didn't want the multi worlds version of Silver Surfer. I wanted Norman Rad. I didn't want Charlotte Ball. So it's what it is with that. The Galactus thing, I thought it was good to see him on screen for a change finally, because I mean, in Fantastic Four 2, we only got to see his ship. Like how they did like the little homage to that Fantastic Four, the second movie, where all you saw was the ship and wasn't him. That's what I kind of thought about that when they showed just the ship, and then he got out the cloud or whatever. So it was cool to see him. I didn't like Mole Man at all. Mole Man was whack. And then come on, you evacuate New York City in 5 minutes, 15 minutes. That's what it seemed like. Anyway, did they go to Brooklyn and Harlem? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Nah, it
But
wasn't Brooklyn and Harlem. It was just that area. They wanted to
well,
evacuate people
well,
from that
they
particular area.
right, but it
Or
did it in five
Yancey. It was
minutes.
just mainly Yancey. That's what
Yeah,
they wanted to do.
but I didn't like that, and I didn't like the whole idea that Reed had of moving the Earth. Okay, so you're gonna move the Earth to another solar system. Did you check for a moon and a sun? Because without that, I mean, the planet's dead anyway. So I mean, whatever. That's just me being
They did
overly
address that.
sciencey, overly sciencey, whatever. I didn't see it. I don't know. I saw it twice. Maybe I missed it. Whatever. But I think Pedro did a good job as Reed. I like Sue. I think Sue. She did a good job as Sue. I wish they would have had more outside the family dichotomy and had them more in in their uniforms doing more action, because like you said before, we all know their origins, but we also know their family. So okay, I get it. You know, Franklin's coming. I understand all that, but they I think they weighed on that family dichotomy a little too long for my taste in the movie. Um, I mean, other than that, I mean, that's it. I mean, it was all right. I enjoyed it. I saw it twice, but people saying this is the best Marvel movie that's been out, and Endgame is still number one to me. This is on that top 5 or 6 that they made. I mean, it's a definite comeback for Marvel. I will give it that, but it had its imperfections, stuff that I didn't like, But my main thing was Charlotte Ball. I just didn't. I don't know. She wasn't a fit for me, and I didn't enjoy. I mean, okay, Johnny. I'm not saying the guy's an idiot, but I mean, he figured out a fucking language in fucking a day and a half. I mean,
Nah, it wasn't a
I
day
don't
and a
know.
half, bro.
Well, it seems short, bro.
He
It
had
seems
been go,
short.
but
It
because
it
you're
is,
watching it from he had been doing
but
this the entire time, bro. Like it was
okay,
a
but
while.
how long was that though? You know what I'm saying? They never really phased that out.
They
How
had
long
been
he was
doing
doing
this
it,
for a
but
while. It wasn't just like within a couple of days.
I didn't like that. I didn't
Okay,
like that part.
I got you.
So
I
is
got
what
you.
it is. But
I
other than
got you.
that, I mean, that's my gripes with the movie. It wasn't whack. It was good. It was just, to me, it had a lot of things that I would have changed and did differently.
Okay.
So,
All
One
right.
last thing I want to add for me, just for people to understand
mm,
my reference for it. This is my favorite movie since Endgame that Marvel's put out.
Since that's what
mm,
I'm saying. Since
mm,
Endgame, that was my reference point.
Yeah.
I put it in the same space of how I felt about, and this is what I said, how I
mm,
felt about Endgame, how I
mm,
felt about Black Panther, bro.
mm,
Those were the
mm.
movies that really defined what it felt like
This
to
is one of
have.
the best ones that Marvel's had out in a long time. So
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I
I'm
love
not
No Way
disagreeing.
Home and Shang-Chi. I really enjoyed both those movies.
Yeah,
I mean, this
yeah,
one to me
yeah.
blows them away though.
Bro, what I loved about this particular film, that there was no member berry, no involvement anybody else. No, this was just basically within that spectrum, and I loved
Oh,
it.
and they did show a younger cameo of Kirby and Stan. That was dope.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome.
That
yeah,
was cool to see that. That was a dope
yeah,
shout out to them
And
that
boys.
was definitely
yeah,
that was super dope.
Yeah,
Kirby's quote at the end too.
yeah,
That even
yeah,
that hit me.
Yeah,
yeah.
that
That was
does
dope.
that did
Mhm.
that nailed it, bro. I'm saving prop for last because I know based on what
Mm-mm.
I already know. Vinny,
Mm.
what's your thoughts, bro?
Probably like me.
I'm pretty sure he is. What's your thoughts, bro?
This is what we got.
Mm.
We got
Nice.
we got comic book.
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
And I think that what's important here and some of the feedback from the film is in this day and age, a lot of fans and no disrespect, but a lot of fans point of reference for a lot of comic book movies is other comic book movies. And sometimes when they do stick to source material, it throws people off, especially if there's a lineage of comic book films. We're really going to see that shit when X-Men comes out because there's been a thousand wrong comic book films
Comic
that
books,
people
yeah.
think that that's what it's like. And if they do it more like the comics, it's going to throw people. We got a film that I think would make Jack Kirby very, very proud. We got one of my biggest like fears going into the movie was is Pedro going to be able to be Reed? Reed is a complicated character, and Pedro is and most of the stuff he's played, he hasn't really had to dig deep. And recently a little bit with Last of Us, but this is somebody who like is a very likable guy, very aloof, very charming. Like that's the whole thing. Pedro is like this charming, charismatic dude, and Reed is not. Reed is an asshole, a lovable asshole, but he's like it's a very complicated person. And what we got was a Reed who is intelligent, uh, loves his family, obsessed with work, and is kind of cold and callous. And I think that is what the most important thing that Pedro had to portray was coldness. And I think in this whole film, you never really see him laugh or joke around. Like he cares about his family,
Yep.
and then work, like, and not in that order. And it's one of the things that was so crucial in their dichotomy between him and Sue, and that's a very important aspect that they got right. And Jake mentioned some of the interactions that he had, like always thinking about the worst things. They always talk about him not being able to shut his brain off, and like that's Reed. He is constantly thinking about data and research and what he can work on and making everything better. And it's an obsession. He can't stop. And it's one of the but at the same time he loves his family. And Sue loves him despite it, but it fucks with her. It's one of the reasons why the whole Fantastic Four is an allegory. Like Reed stretches himself too thin, and Sue isn't seen, and Ben is the rock that holds family together, and Johnny's a hothead. Now Johnny in this film is intelligent, just like he is in the comics, but in the comics 10% of the time he shows that intelligence, and 90% of the time he's just wilding out. Just Leroy Jenkins being a hothead, just doing whatever the fuck he wants and not focusing. He's not dumb. He's a fuck up. He doesn't apply himself. But if he applies himself, this is the Johnny that comic book fans know is there. It's just you don't see it all the time. Like there's a current Ryan North run where like there's situations where like Reed's like, oh yeah, that's right, Johnny, that was a great idea, and Johnny's like, I know, I just don't always fucking contribute. And thing like there was a scene where Ben was watching his human self in the TV, and then the TV shut off and you just see
his face.
That's 5 seconds instead of spending 20 minutes telling you I'm sad because I'm a monster over.
It's all you needed.
So we had a whole montage in the beginning of the film that explained to you who they were and got that out of the way, but it was still, and people complained about them not telling the origin, and people complained about them telling the origin. They dealt it in a perfect way because it's been years. It's been almost 2 decades since the first one. There's kids who are watching this movie for the first time. You can't assume everybody knows who the fuck Fantastic Four is. We talk about it all the time. People don't read, so there's no Fantastic Four cartoons. There's no pop culture. Like all people know is the old shit, and it was time for them to refresh it. The montage in the beginning was so incredible to me because the narration. And I think the narration through the film and several different parts, this part and when they were going on to go to find Galactus, made this film feel so heavy and important. And one of the reasons is the world that they were in. This 8, was it 28 or 38? Felt so wholesome and almost innocent and so unique, because it's like it was almost like the 60s without racism. It's just like its own weird, cool dichotomy of a world that just trusted them and just had all their faith in them. And I think that we seen that in the way that the whole world kind of worked together easily to come up with the plan for Galactus. And then
Yeah.
I think the other part that was very beautiful and unique is they came back, and I'm skipping ahead here, but they came back from Galactus and went out there, and Reed just simply told them what the fuck happened. Can you imagine someone in this world, or even in any other MCU, coming back from that and telling y'all that, hey man, we could have saved all y'all if we would have sacrificed our kid?
There'll be pandemonium. Yeah,
That would have been it. Done.
crazy.
Sue would not have been able to go out there and be like, "Don't worry, we
No.
working on a plan." They wouldn't have heard shit.
Should have got jumped. Mm-hmm.
They trusted her, like they needed,
Yeah.
but it was a different mindset, a different world. So like I love that speech so much because that world was so
Yeah.
trusting and so wholesome that it wasn't easy.
Yeah,
It
bro.
wasn't easy acceptance, but it was an acceptance eventually when Sue went out there and was like, "Don't worry, I'm not sacrificing the world for the baby either. I got y'all. We're working on it." Like I love that, and we got to see a full form, fully realized Galactus on screen. It's something I never did. I mean, when we got Silver Surfer the first time, I thought I'd never see Silver Surfer on screen. And when we got the Cloud, I was like, man, you're right. They ain't gonna put a 40-foot tall purple dude in S&M gear in the movie. It's just never gonna happen. And we got it. It was phenomenal. I mean, they adapted more than just Shia LaBeouf from the Earth X story. They adapted his reasoning for wanting him, because in that story, Galactus dies and Silver Surfer realizes, wait, he was important to the ecosystem of the cosmic universe, and shit's fucked up now without him. There's a power vacuum. So they were giving, they used Franklin to take his place, and they used a High Evolutionary to ramp up his mutation so that way Franklin could be the new Galactus, and he gave Shia LaBeouf and his Silver Surfer's power so they could be twin heralds. So there's like comic, backstory there. Now, would I have rather see Norrin Rad? Fuck yes. I would have loved to see Norrin Rad. I would have, if the only thing that could have made this film better is Doom being done better at the end and seeing Norrin Rad in this. But do I think Julia Garner did a great job as her for what they did? Absolutely.
I think she did.
Because the flipping of Sue convincing Norrin with Johnny convincing Shala was beautifully done, and I feel like that space sequence from start to finish was generational.
Amazing.
It was one of the best scenes I've ever seen. It felt like Star Wars today. It felt like we were in the fucking Falcon, and one of the dopest things Leo touched on is this film focused so much on family, and they did it in so many subtle ways. Think about every time Reed just says Johnny, and Johnny's just on whatever he's supposed to be doing. Ben, and Ben's just on whatever he's supposed to be doing. Sue makes it. There's no bickering like, oh, why don't you do it, or blah blah blah. There's no when they bicker and fight over like seasoning and cabinets, but when it comes time for like shit's real, they on the same page.
They know their role.
Yeah.
Exactly, and I love that part about it. It's just like when it's time, when shit's real, it's that. I love so many different things about this film. It emotionally hit so many levels. I was tearing up plenty of times through it because I was just so happy with what I was seeing, what I was getting. The powers we didn't get to see a ton of, but I felt like it was more important for them to tell the things that they did tell. And then when they did show those powers, Johnny looked amazing. I feel like Johnny was more powerful here than he sometimes is in the comics. We were seeing him use his flame, and it spread almost like molten lava as opposed to just
bro.
Well, he used himself as a battering ram a few times.
Yeah, man, I've never seen
bro. I never
Johnny this powerful.
Yeah.
Like
I never fucking seen it. And maybe I just missed this in the fucking books, but I've never seen him absorb the fucking
enjoyed.
bro.
That's what I enjoyed.
I was like,
oh my!
I've seen him absorb. I've seen him absorb flames in the comics. He puts out fires like that. That was my big beef with Deadpool and Wolverine, because when Pyro took a flame, he should have took it right back.
Yeah.
But see that's what I enjoyed about this version. Of Johnny and Johnny and Ben
Ben.
Yeah,
were OP still. They
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
nerf
yeah,
him down. Sue was still there,
yeah. And,
when she did the was pushing Galactus,
yes. That's
it took her out. I'm like, oh, not the Last Jedi, don't kill her. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
what
but
I'm thinking
Ben
about.
and Ben looked phenomenal. That's the
Yeah,
best.
He
Ben
did.
looked
Ben,
That's
amazing.
Kirby.
Ben looked
every
All
amazing.
single
Kirby
time
all
he
day.
was on screen, I
bruh.
was in awe. I'm like, how this?
Same.
I
People
never thought we
complained
would get.
about it. I don't
I never
Let
understand.
thought
'em.
we'd get a CG Ben that looked good. I thought it
Yeah,
always
yeah,
was
No.
like the
yeah, yeah,
bullshit, like the story one. I thought we'd never get
yeah.
what we got with Ben in here. Now, like Jake said, there's definitely some shit that they cut out in this, but
Mhm.
it is what it is. And
Mhm.
Sue has been one of my favorite characters, period, for decades. And I always felt like, as you know, we talk a lot about the girl power and the wokeness and
Mhm.
MCU and all that shit. We've had those conversations, and I feel like a lot of the sometimes forced girl being
This
badass
wasn't forced. This wasn't
heroine
forced.
that we've
No.
seen in the
Yeah.
past 10 years or so has been
Yeah.
because they haven't had their
Yeah.
heavy hitter women because they've been tied
Yeah.
up at Fox. Like they
Yeah.
haven't had Sue or Jean
Yeah.
Grey or
Yeah.
Rose
Storm.
or
Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like those their best women haven't been available to them. And now we're
Right.
seeing no, this isn't some made up for let's just make a no, that's Sue.
No.
That's Sue,
Yeah.
especially when family's in danger. When
This-
family is in danger, you do not want to be around Sue. She will fuck you up.
Now
She was
seeing
such a
her like
layered
that,
character.
seeing Sue OP
Yeah.
like that reminded
Yeah.
me of the '80s femme fatale where it was natural.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And I
Like
love that
Sigourney
they
Weaver.
didn't make her nose bleed.
Right.
They didn't make
Right.
like
Right.
she
Right.
was just primal and she did what she had
Right.
to do. And
Right.
she didn't beat Galactus. All she was doing was fucking pushing him back.
Yes,
and he
he
was
was.
trying to kill them.
Yeah.
He was trying to get the child.
Yeah.
So it's not like she like ripped them all apart. There you go. Gal
Yeah.
Gal Done.
Renz did
There
this,
it
bro.
is.
I didn't do it. It was
There
Renz.
it is.
That's great.
There it is. That's amazing. I love it.
Oh, is that Benny in?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
Yo,
it.
Best one
everything
yet.
about-
I love it.
I'm everything, yo. My agent is just top notch.
But the whole Johnny thing though, bro. I love seeing Johnny Storm OP like that. That
Johnny,
was
yo,
his first.
Johnny going through and
Yeah.
twisting his fucking feeding tubes.
Yeah,
Yo.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yo,
As a
the-
battering ram.
See,
No,
smart.
that's not
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not something that like
yeah.
that's OP for Johnny. Like Johnny was
Yeah,
fucking
the
incredible.
overpowered thing.
But he was
Yeah.
also, it shows his intelligence. He knew to go for it, you know?
Yep, he knew to go for it.
Yeah.
I loved I seen it twice. The first time I really loved it, and the second time I loved it even more. The audio is fire, the visuals are fire, and every little and so many of the things that people like pick apart, like it makes sense to me. Like Reed should be able to stretch more, but he has to consciously want to. He was fighting it, and as it is a fucking cosmic god stretching you. So who knows how much molecular intention he's putting into that. So there's so many fucking things that about this film that
Power Cosmic could be interfering with his molecules, you know?
absolutely. So it was incredible. I thought the only downsides for me was I have issues with the Doom thing, so I need so that was a problem. And I felt like it was. I almost wish they hadn't shown the teaser at Thunderbolts because it made people kind of like watching this, waiting for that, and it kind of was a little bit distracting. It was like, okay, well, where's that part? But I love this world and what they did with it, and I almost wish that there was like a trilogy in this world before we got to the Secret War and Doomsday stuff. I wish they would have let that breathe a little bit before we moved on, because I feel like there's so much more time to be
Time to move on.
And that's my fear, bro, because I don't want this to be another Man of Steel, Bat BVS type of situation where you introduce these particular characters and we want to see more from them, but now you're thrusting them in real quickly into a Doomsday type of situation where it's like, okay, I want the focus to be on them more. I want another, and which we will get a Fantastic Four film, but I know that the things that are happening, and because honestly, I want another Fantastic Four in this world.
I want to
And
live in that
listen,
fucking world, dude.
It's
Fuck
the
yeah,
amazing
bro.
world, and I love that. Here's the thing: the world was like so innocent, naive, and wholesome, but at the same
Yeah,
time, it
bro.
was never silly or goofy. Like the
It was
Fantastic Four have
hopeful.
this like the Fantastic Four have this bad rap for being silly and goofy like a Guardian. So I kind of was expecting some of that shit here, and this was
Yeah.
more serious than a lot of this was like a DC film almost how serious it was, where
Yeah.
they were not playing. Like Sue gave her speech, like they didn't cut to Herbie like dropping the plates or something like
Wah,
right
wah.
like
Nah,
to lighten
nah.
up the mood.
Right.
It was
Nope.
like Herbie's stuff was like organic in the scene. It was almost like C-3PO in
He
the
remind me
original.
of R2, man. Herbie was real.
Yeah, Herbie
Kind of
was like
serious.
R2, and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it never took away from the scene. It only
yeah,
added.
yeah, yeah.
They let him play. They let him breathe. They let those
Yeah.
scenes play
Yeah.
out and breathe, and I
Yeah.
It's
really
little
appreciated
stuff
that.
and little stuff like Johnny giving him the fist bump. It's like the BB-8 stuff. It just worked.
Yeah,
Just always
bro.
tapping him on the head. Yeah, I like that.
Give him little scratches. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was so great.
Um,
Oh man, prop was yeah.
Yeah, baby. Oh my god, I ain't even gonna pretend like I'm ready for this. Oh, bro. First of all, let me say, in this out of theater review, I told my son how I felt about this movie before we recorded our out of the theater review. And if you watch, you guys get a chance to watch the video because you guys are talking about fatherhood. Seeing how disappointed my son was, in my opinion, of this movie hurt. And it still bothered me. And we've been
That
arguing.
breaks my
We've been
heart.
talking about it now. I ain't even gonna say argue because I don't argue with my seed, man. But you know, we've discussed it quite a few times, man. So I'm gonna say this. I thought the movie was good. And I'm gonna break it down completely because everything that you guys are saying, I think, is good. Like Fantastic Four was phenomenal. Oh, did I already tell you guys I didn't like the movie? I ain't like the movie. I ain't like it. But I did think the movie was good. I thought Fantastic Four was awesome. The team, the family dynamic, everything that you guys are saying. Dude, the first 20 minutes were phenomenal. The little montage thing was perfect. It had that 60 feel, that Ed Sullivan thing going on. They told the history. It was, dude, I mean, some of the stuff was stripped right out of the comic book. Love that. I'm going to tell you what.
tell him when you mad, son.
Dude.
Go ahead, bro. We talk.
Okay. Hey, yo, I feel bad, man, because you guys loved it, yo. I ain't even gonna lie, man.
No,
I'm trying
bro.
to.
Like,
Whoa,
bro,
I
I
said
was not
7 out of
expecting
10.
this.
it's what
Yeah,
you
I
7 out
said,
of
said 7
bro.
out of 10. 7 out of 10.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I need to go back. I don't even want to give it a rating.
Mhm.
Just off the top, I would say 7 out of 10 is fair, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
So
it's not
I
bad.
can recognize that this was a good movie. What I took from it was like, dude, this movie wasn't for me. When I say I didn't like it,
Yeah.
it just felt like it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And my expectation was so different. You know what I mean? And I'm showing some resentment. Even some of the things you guys said here, but even when I'm seeing, I've talked to so many people. You feel like less than a comic book fan sometimes because I saw all the Kirbyism in this movie.
Yeah,
everything
Matt
that
Kirby.
was everything that was classic,
Mhm.
Fantastic Four that was in this film was phenomenal. The science did take me out, and there was explanations for it. The first thing that happened for me that took me out, and again, it's been explained to me in a way that makes sense, but it just didn't hit me when I saw it. You know what I'm saying? Was Galactus asking for that baby, and I'll save your planet, with these people sitting right in front of him. And then on foot, except for the Human Torch, but overall, in general, on foot, they ran from him on his ship, got on his. Now, my son, he gave me a story that I kind of bought a little bit, but I'm just telling you how I felt when I was watching the movie. I'm not going to explain himself, but he did say something about the baby didn't have a spacesuit on, if it was delivered right there, taken, something like that. I'm gonna go with it. That's my seed. If you're watching, I love you. With that being said, my feeling when it was happening was like, oh, y'all about to run. You're not going to get far. And they got far. And then what followed was an extremely awesome chase through space. I'll give you that.
The wormhole.
Dude, the wormhole joint was phenomenal. So
Mhm.
I'm back in it a little bit. But that scene kind of started where I started nitpicking. I think for most of the world, I'm not saying you guys, but most of the people that I talked to that didn't like Superman, because it's going to be a Superman comparison.
Mhm.
Seeing Superman fall, crash into the snow, and bleeding, everything after, which is the very beginning of the movie, everything after that is questionable. You look at everything.
Mhm.
So for me, it took a little bit more. I was enjoying the movie. After that Galactus scene, it was like, you're going to do what with the planet? And I did hear him say, we're moving the planet to somewhere safe.
Mhm.
He said something along those lines. So it was addressed in the film, but it just didn't register for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Johnny Storm is that. That was the part I resent. I think one of you guys said something about, either Johnny Storm is super smart or he's stupid. I do not think that. I think there's a middle ground. I just think to convincingly convince me that he took a sentence without the help of AI and some audio on a record, deciphering this whole language to the point where you're able to speak it
Fluently now.
Yeah. And for me to argue that, just not saying that he's stupid,
Nah.
bro, it's just a big difference between that. And again, it's starting from that point where I lost it. I had already lost it. So everything I'm looking at, Sue Storm's speech was phenomenal.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you this, where again, I'm not gonna blame the movie because it sounds like I'm blowing smoke when I say I think the movie was dope.
Mhm.
And hearing you guys talk, even I realized that the world went in, and not to bring it into the real world. I'm not gonna go too deep, but the world that we're living in right now, even as it relates to children, right?
Mhm.
Like I have to. My son drives now. He's in Tennessee right now. I have to call him to make sure
They good.
he's all right. You know what I mean? You ain't out there and late. You in Chattanooga. You in the part of Tennessee. You can't be out there at night.
Mhm.
By the way, if you do get stopped, this has to happen.
Mhm.
Medicaid. Just I ain't go details. Just so much going in the world. I realize when I'm talking to you guys, I don't have that optimism. My optimism is gone. And so it's almost distasteful when I saw, because I thought Sue's speech was super dope. It was phenomenal. But then the crowd's reaction was like, nah, that's not real. That doesn't feel right. It just didn't feel right to me.
Yeah.
And then there was some editing stuff going on too. You know what I mean? My son loved it, mind you. So he said as a compliment that it felt like the whole movie felt like a montage. So it moved. So I heard Lael ask Jay or say that, it took a lot of time. Jay was like, how long did it take for him to learn the language? Well, it took a lot of time. The reason why he's answering that way is because the way it was edited. There was really no way of telling how long it was unless
you couldn't tell.
Unless
That
you
is
walk off
probably-
a space. You walk off a go ahead.
I would say that's probably one of my biggest issues with the movie, to be honest, is just, I don't think the passage of time was illustrated very well.
No,
I do agree with you.
Right.
And I like the way you worded it that way. So in the way you worded it is what I mean when I say I think the movie is good. I keep over explaining it because my friends think they know when I hate a movie. They're like, nah, I really thought the movie was good. It just didn't resonate with me. And that was one of the things. So that time thing just threw me off because I don't know how long did it take.
Also, because you're a film guy too, like Jake was saying earlier, like you could tell when the shit was edited. Like there was a couple scenes where you could see where.
And I didn't even consider that. Right. So that's making sense.
That's why I was like, yo, so he fucking did it in a day. You know what I'm saying? That's how it seemed.
And I knew
it's weird only because of her announcement. Because if her announcing that the world is going to end, y'all are marked for death, and then there was months to go by. Imagine that torture. If there were no Fantastic Four, you just had to wonder every single day for months when it was going to be over. That was odd. I figured she would be announcing right there, 6 months or something.
Okay,
right.
Here. Okay, one second. One second, because we can't be accepting or non-accepting of this, but then also not point out the simple fact that in Superman, they were in a pocket universe where time.
I didn't like that.
Wait.
Oh,
they are in a pocket universe where time moves slower than reality, that when you come out of that pocket universe, things would have already advanced farther than where you were. But when they come out and they are pocketing a damn small black hole that they are trying to fucking control. He's riding the wave, but all he can do is
dude,
call his dog to save him, right?
I'm on record.
Call his
I'm
dog
on record.
to save him
Listen,
and get him
I'm
out of
on record.
universe.
Jay, how
There
many
is
times have I said that I
there is
hated?
absence of time.
Yeah,
in
How
that
many times did
particular
I say I
space.
hate what scene?
yeah,
When
the
he
scene
was
with the
floating in
dog.
that damn. Okay.
and
Every time I said that scene with
in
him
that
floating
lake.
in that water
In that lake, yeah,
is the worst visual effect that I've seen in a long time. So I enjoy Superman, but you're bringing up the wrong scene as comparison.
No, it's not,
yeah.
because the thing is, okay, and now that you said, I'm glad
but I
you,
know
because
the
we
rule.
can't
But the
give
way you were able,
scene a pass if we're talking about the passage of time in these films, because neither motherfuckers, nobody's explaining it. Okay, and I give you that. They're not really explaining it, but I will say, based on the visuals, Johnny wasn't figuring this shit out in a day, and Reed did say, "Hey, I got another one of those audios." Because he said this even before they saw Shalabar at that particular point. We had been taking audios, so we
But
know
he
that
had
Johnny,
been recording them, but he wasn't dissecting them yet. He
was dissecting them. He was doing it way before. That's why Reed said, "I got another one of these audio records for you," because he had been doing it for some time.
Using the computer. He probably was using.
But how long is some time? Because what you guys are doing now, because we said that it took a day, what y'all saying is if it took a month, then we're good. Like I'm telling you, if it took him a year to decide, I don't know much about it.
Nobody
so maybe my expectation is
but
if it took him a year, I still would have been like, "Oh, you learned the whole language that long."
Say that he figured it out in a day is a stretch, bro. Come on.
No, I'm not saying that exactly. Like I'm being realistic.
I said
I think it was longer than that.
That's what it
I'm
seemed
just saying.
Like. They never really said how long he fucking was doing it.
Right.
So
and even us having this conversation right now about time, don't you think it's a little bit nitpicky, bro?
Oh, it's absolutely nitpicky.
Well,
that's not the only thing. That's not my only beef in this movie.
Y'all gotta start to where I started. That's what I said. There's a moment because y'all nitpicked the hell out of Superman. I didn't say that because I don't like using that language. It's almost demeaning. So I didn't use that language. But y'all nitpicked the hell out of Superman, starting with, but I understood it. I'm going to tell you what. This movie made me understand what y'all went through, though. Because, again, it took a little bit longer. That Galactus moment, whether you can explain it now or not, negates the fact that in that moment, when I didn't have somebody explaining it to me, it took me out. So once it took me out, then, yes, the nitpicking. And then there's some nitpicking that I turned down. Like when I walked out the movie, I had all kinds of complaints, but I've kind of reflected on it and because the movie was so simple, I can remember. I was going to go back and watch it today, and I decided not to. I was like, I remember the movie. You know what I'm saying? I fell asleep 3 times. I fell asleep 3 times in the movie. I did.
Oh, that hurts my heart.
But I'm gonna tell I know not every film is going to be for, just like you said, this film wasn't for you. Just like Superman was definitely not for me.
It wasn't for a lot of people.
That space for a lot of people to basically enjoy it for what it was. It just wasn't the interpretation that I thought I would want to connect myself to. This, but here's the thing, bro. I say that because I think that my grace is given is because I love the Fantastic Four so much, bro.
Exactly.
And to finally see the right interpretation on screen, say what you will about the things that you did. You can't say that the aesthetics of this world and everything that we saw and the references that they actually made, not to other actors, not to other actors, is the references that they made to both Kirby and Lee. In the entire film, bro. And that shit made me feel good, almost damn near emotional, because I'm like, yo, it's about fucking time that you pay respect to these motherfuckers, bro.
My complaint wasn't about the world there. The world they were in was perfect for them, as far as the Kirbyism and the Stan Lee influence on these characters. They fit. That's where they belong. They fit that world. It wasn't about their surroundings or the team aspect. I'm pretty happy with the team itself. Like I said, the only two I think were nerfed a little bit were Reed and Sue a little bit, because Sue was way stronger than that than what she did with Galactus. But like I said, the linguistics, the Silver Surfer thing. And then I think me and probably talked about it too the other day. Like, you see how fast she moved all over the planet, blowing up the fucking transporters, right? But she couldn't catch them leaving Galactus' ship.
She
They
did.
weren't running fast.
It wasn't like they wasn't fucking her up the entire time, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
No.
she was getting fucked up a few
I'm
times.
saying before they got into the ship, like, I mean, Johnny knocked her off the board, right? Boom, she had to get back to her board. But she was fast as hell.
Yeah.
The way she moved across the globe, and she couldn't catch them. I'm like,
You
oh,
gotta
they had to
that's
let
a
him go.
confined
They had
space,
to let him
though,
go.
too.
Yeah.
They had to let him go for a story.
That's like saying I can run as
Right,
fast as I want on a track, but then if I'm running around like
No,
in my
inside
house,
Galactus'
you know what
ship
I mean?
was humongous.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
but
Inside the ship.
it's not as vast as open space or like the open world. It's like if you run around your house, you're not going to be going as fast as you can the way you would like sprint on a football field. Like
I
it's
don't know.
Yeah.
a little different,
I don't
but
know.
Yeah.
That I'm like, damn, this bitch moving speed of light
She
around the
was
planet.
moving that, man. Dude,
But-
I had an issue with so how long? I guess time is the issue. Like if I will be going back to go see it. Like I said, I'm not rating it. I don't want to give it a rating. I do want to watch it again.
That's why I gave it what
because
I did.
I think
Because I watched it the second time.
100%. The key
Yeah.
for me
Yeah.
is time.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I felt like that would fix because my complaints, and I did say that even in my out of theater review, I said I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. But I actually said if I verbally list out the good is way more than the negative.
The
The negative is just real heavy for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Dog,
let me ask you a question.
even with the
Did you think that everything in Superman happened in 2 days? Because that's what it felt like.
no. Yeah, exactly.
It felt like it happened in 2
But
days.
you know what? But again, and I can make the comparison. There was again, I complained about the black hole thing, the river, or whatever the hell that thing was.
Yeah.
I also complained how quickly they turned on him. The reason why that it was quick was because of the timing. That movie was edited fast paced. It had a fast pace to it.
Yeah.
So as a writer, I understood what was going on. But yes, I had timing issues with that movie. But again, I was in love with that movie.
Is also a parent as well, bro. And that needed to be pointed out because even she even said to Galactus, it's just a child.
Yeah.
So she still remembers her
Didn't
own.
really want to do her job.
Nah, she didn't.
Right.
She didn't.
Actually, I loved her, dog. You know what? I'm telling you, when it boils down to for me, the science just wasn't sciencing, bro. The science wasn't science, man. Like how did you set up a trap for Galactus? How did you know that they weren't going to send the Silver Surfer? How did you know that he was going to get off of this ship and walk through this city? How did you know that?
The Surfer first. That's why she destroyed all those engines.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, but right. That is what happened. But they set up the trap before they knew she was.
But how did you know? Because they know that he was coming for the child.
No, we know as comic book fans, but how you know they weren't going to send? They don't know nothing about this dude. How you don't know that he was going to send the Surfer to get that baby?
He could have just sent Shia LaBeouf.
Well, she took
I understand
off.
us as comic book characters. We know. Well, this was what's going to happen. They didn't know this dude from an atom. They don't know him.
Remember?
No. The plot hole for me was how did they know that he wasn't going to be? That's what I was.
Right. Any form of that. Right.
A way to explain that the cradle was resistant to tracking technology because that is what Galactus probably would have did. Just fucking tractor beam that kid
and grab him out of there. Yeah,
because he could see him. And again, and so when you say nip, I'm bringing that up. That was a nip picking thing, guaranteed. Because if I had enjoyed the film, to your point with Superman, once you enjoy the film, there's some things you're just gonna go along with. I can watch Tomorrowland. Dude, there's weird movies I watch all the time. I can go along with the ride once I know the rules of this movie. I can go along with it. This one kind of was just shaky for me, but
it was weird things with the science. I agree that
it was. I swear to God, it was just that.
I'm a science head, so I mean, I'm a little nerd sometimes. So if you want to get me for being that way, I'm sorry, but some of the science. It just didn't.
Dude, I ain't even brilliant, yo. So y'all can probably tell me that you can learn the language in 6 months.
But you know,
hold up. You can tell me that, and it was like, okay.
Not even talking about Johnny's.
Hold up, prop. because you know I'm gonna always pull your card when you say this shit, bro.
Okay.
Because you were basically defending that fucking Lex Luthor calling out them numbers to a
I
T,
did.
bro.
You did.
What was the science behind that, though, bro?
There is
Because that made absolutely no fucking sense,
Yo,
bro.
I explained that. I explained that. So here's another. So here's the thing. Here's a key thing. Here's a key thing. Y'all laughing. But here's the key thing.
Go ahead.
Y'all reaching a whole level of disrespect. y'all reached a whole nother level. Y'all try to get me back for the Superman. It's reaching a whole nother level. Listen.
Bro, it ain't even because I'm with you, Superman. I can't stand
No,
it.
Jay, now y'all put, this is what they doing. They try to divide and conquer. It's like Jay is kind of with me on the Fantastic Four. It's like if you really want to put Wiz on the island by himself, throw this Superman thing out there. And it's him.
We talking about science, bro, and intelligence.
Nah, you did it last week. You said I'm gonna go into Fantastic Four and I'm gonna come up with some shit.
No,
You did say that. You did say that.
No, I did. So this is how I told. Let me tell y'all the story because this is a good story. The way I told my son. Okay, we walk out of Fantastic Four, and dude, every scene that was exciting, I reacted. Even the Doctor Doom thing. I was excited to see Doctor Doom. I could get some complaints, but it was like, oh, just like any. So I walk out. So that's the reason why my son thought I loved it. Because I did react. My daughter asked me. My daughter says, my daughter looks at me and she's like, a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Dad, you didn't like that, did you? I never asked her why she said that, but I was like,
she said she didn't like it though.
She said she didn't like it, but she's harsh, bro. She's got to have fun with these things. So she don't like the family thing. So Fantastic Four, Superman fit that category as well. Captain America. These are hard characters because you got these Boy Scout characters that some people would consider corny, Will Smith level kind of thing, yo. You know what I'm saying? And not to disrespect Will Smith, but just saying when we say that he's corny, the black community kind of we know what's up.
He's corny, bro.
But
corny, bro.
So I think that's what it.
Bro.
Corn's work.
Yeah. That's what it was,
he's
man. My daughter just know.
He's corn sweat.
I like summertime.
That's the most disrespectful. You know what? That's the most disrespectful thing to say is you're corn sweat.
Dude, that dude's parents' name, whoever named. But I told my son, I was like, bro, I just made a joke on the show that I was gonna hate on this movie because of Superman.
Yep.
So I know the irony of this. I do like, Jay. I told Jay. What did I tell you? I told Jay the other day. I was like, I'm not even gonna tell him. I didn't like it. I said I'm gonna say my parts that I didn't like, and I'm just gonna talk to positive. Like I was going to get on here and not be transparent. I was trying to be like the government on y'all, bro.
Yeah, he was.
But I decided to come on in here and
I appreciate your honesty, bro. And that's what it's all about, bro. It's the first take type of situation where you're not going to agree. If we all sat up here and agreed on the movie, it should be boring as fuck. But at least we can disagree and not poke jabs at each other, motherfuckers later on.
Personal.
So we stay in this realm, and that's the most important thing.
Oh yeah.
One thing that we can agree on is that between both fucking films, we've gotten some amazing fucking cinema.
Comic books are back, bro. And what Vinny
gotten some fucking amazing cinema, bro. And comic book films are winning, bro. Fuck what everybody is saying about all this bullshit. Fatigue my ass, bro. Yeah. We are winning right now, bro. We are definitely winning, and I'm excited about that. Listen,
my only fatigue is seeing Superman get his ass whooped. Other than
that, Superman got his butt beat the whole movie. That's the only. That's I can't.
I was so happy that when you watched it again that you said that. I was so happy to hear you say that.
I knew it. I knew when I just disagreed with the
because you argue with us. You argue with us.
He got his butt beat.
2 hours.
I never argued that.
He got his ass whooped.
I never
argued with
us. Even my daughter who saw the film, she called me up and she was like, "Dad, can I say something and not be disrespectful?" I said, "Go ahead, baby. You're 26-year-old." She said, "Does he get his ass whooped in the?" I was like, "No,
that's
not
a
like
damn shame."
That I mean, I said, but he doesn't. But anyway, that's a topic for another.
And then he's like, "All right, enough playing around."
Yeah.
Right. Can I address Mr. Prop Wiz real fast?
Yeah.
Hey man, so you and I have never spoken or anything.
Right. This is true.
I think just hearing you talk and even dropping the subtle hints, I think you and I are very like-minded. I can see where you're coming from with the Fantastic Four stuff now, and that is because, yes, I agree. There were a couple moments that I found a bit disorienting as far as the passage of time being conveyed on screen.
Right.
Like, and there's a difference between being told and then watching it and just feeling the natural progression of time. Right? So I'm with you on it. There was one moment I remember in particular where you see Johnny, I think the back of him, walking down a hallway, and then it cuts to another scene of Johnny. And I was like, how much time has passed between these two scenes?
Right.
Exactly, dog.
And it was a bit jarring, and then I found my bearings very quickly, and I just kind of ran with it. But I do recall feeling that way in the theater.
Right. And my son called it and again, he loved it, so he wasn't dissing it. He said it felt like the whole movie felt like a montage. And of course, my brain took that where it was the last time I felt that way was Batman Begins. Batman Begins had this commercial ad. It was like 1 second, dude. Bruce Wayne was in the United States, one scene and cut. This dude was walking through snow.
Or the Dark Knight Rises. He's out of a tunnel and then he's in.
Yeah.
How about one of the biggest fucking flaws in the fucking film? When you watch Endgame and you see Ant-Man in one scene. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
That was fucked up, and that was one of the worst editing spots you can put. Don't think that people can't see that shit.
Remember when all them cops were in the underneath the tunnel in Dark Knight Rises, and none of them had a beard?
Fresh cuts the entire time.
See, I think it's a deeper cut for Prop because Prop is a film dude.
Yeah. So I am too. Actually,
my bad.
I studied film, all that.
Both of y'all boys
have an associates in entertainment. Yeah, bro.
For y'all boys, because it's like you see those edits.
Yeah.
And when they don't explain how the time flow was going, you're like, what the fuck? Like,
right.
I mean, like that's why we were being told, like Ben's beard growing out was a bit of a hint, things like that.
Yes.
There's a language to film where it just feels like you're riding this groove, and I agree that there were times where I found myself wondering about it, and I think the difference between you and I, 'cause actually I didn't have as much of an issue with the science stuff, but I think the issue really is just like. The movie captured me right away, and it sounds like it did capture you right away. So, like, there are those.
Not supposed to.
Yeah, there's those. I
did wonder if they were going to teleport the moon too, but then I was like,
but he didn't say that. That's what me and Prop was talking about. Like,
they showed it was like it's weird. And again, I was so out of it. And I'm gonna tell you, this is a case study. Like when y'all bring up Superman, which I love, it's crazy that y'all bringing up Superman because this made me understand y'all take on Superman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm being argumentative, but it actually made me like, damn, this is what it felt like. Because I went in there, I heard one of you guys, I think Vinny, when you wrote, yours sounded like disappointment. You didn't go in there, you went in there wanting to enjoy this thing, you were disappointed. So when I joked about not liking this movie, I said that joke confidently because I knew Fantastic Four was going to be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I said that joke because it's not even a possibility that I'm going to watch this thing. So that tells you right there, my expectations was ridiculous. And well,
that's what works so well, I think, about what we do here, because we all are coming from a place of like negativity where like, haha, I wanted it to fail. Like when every time I've ever dissed a DC,
we're not toxic.
Usually the punching bag, it's out of like, I've been reading DC comics and Marvel comics my whole life. I've never been an either or person. I've always
wait. I had to admit, this is my first time ever in life being toxic about a DC film because I didn't want Superman. I ain't gonna lie.
But we know your history. We know your history up to that point.
Because Vinny, when the man,
you didn't want it to fit. You didn't like. I don't think you really want it in your heart of hearts for it to fail. Right. You didn't want the plot to be him getting his ass.
You gave him your money.
You wanted Superman movies to be dope again. You want DC to be back and then be hard.
Because my toxicity was I didn't want this to be the pinnacle for Superman's strength. When James Gunn said that shit before the film came out about him being weak, that's what fucked my whole.
Oh yeah.
But he as a character has to grow. You know, like the future movies, you got to see him progress.
I agree.
Right, but it's just like the way he said it.
Doesn't say that if he doesn't make that statement about he wants him to be weak, then we would have just been like,
don't pay attention to that stuff. I don't.
Yeah. James Gunn is wilding out, bro.
Because he said it like 3 days before the movie dropped.
But
movie was
even
at
but here's
3
the
days
thing, bro.
before.
I look at and I try to give Grace in certain space. One is that he was holding back, and I did see it the second time. He was definitely holding back. Two, what was the simple fact that the opening crawl did say this was the first time that he lost a fight.
3 minutes ago. Yep.
From a while. So I wish I would have seen probably a montage before that of him defeating.
What about the
Just
haircut?
just like Fantastic Four did. They
Right,
showed us a
right.
montage of how they were fighting different foes and they were beating these particular foes as a family, as a unit. And I like that. We didn't see a before aspect of Superman going through certain battles. We just jump into the fray of him just getting fucked up. And that's what we actually see. And that's
So you need to see a Superman victory to juxtapose the loss. Which,
something to juxtapose that loss to say that this is the we should.
So we know who he was. The first image we get is him defeated.
Yeah, we should.
His loss actually means something.
But
you know what, man?
In the kind of because I don't want to hang around this long because we got to shut the show down though. But I do want to say this, bro. When you saw him getting busy, he was getting busy.
Oh, at the end,
When you saw him getting fucking busy, then you're like, okay, that's the person I know. That's the Superman I know. That's how powerful this motherfucker is. But you will not tell me he didn't kill any of them motherfuckers because he killed some of them. Ain't no way in hell.
They were all moving. They were all moving they were moving when they hit the ground though. When I went back to watch it was some Bugs Bunny stuff.
Bro.
They were all moving.
You get hit with heat vision. You get hit with heat vision. It's like a hot laser cutting through butter, dog.
Bro.
Look, I'm not a scientist, bro. I'm only a scientist when I'm watching Fantastic Four, not when I'm watching Superman.
They should all be dead. They should all be dead.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, man.
It's more like Cyclops. It was a concussive blast.
That's exactly. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like his Cyclops blast. He was heat visioning the fuck out of them.
Right,
and they
right.
From
Butter, bro. Right. They should be dead.
If there's no interview with James Gunn saying one way or the other, I'm not buying this. But I'm gonna say this though. The scripts, the way these things are written, what I'm learning from this process is how it lands. Because I thought Superman was written well because they spelled out this or they spelled out what Lex was doing. I can watch this movie and see again, to give to its credit, like people saying they wish they saw more Ben. Everything was in service of this story, and I felt like Superman was the same way. Like I could see it clear in both movies. It was like this was the story that they were telling. The story they were telling there, Superman was getting his ass whipped the whole time. I guess for him to stand up at the end or whatever the purpose was, all of it was to serve that story. They didn't do anything extra. They didn't have to show you this, that, and the other. And Fantastic Four did do the same thing. Again, so much good about this. I told the things that I listed on here, if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, were just small. It just took me out to where I couldn't go along with the ride. But I absolutely recognize. I'm hearing people complain this character wasn't this. It's like it served the story. It didn't serve us. And they were farther along their ride. This wasn't a Ben Grimm. I think you guys already mentioned that. This wasn't a Ben Grimm that's still battling with who he is. You know what I'm saying? This isn't year one Fantastic Four at all. And that applied to across the boards, man. But man, who was it? Somebody, man, wrote on my comment, man. My favorite comment was that this is the best MCU film. Obviously, I disagreed, but they said it's the second best Invincibles. I kind of agree with that.
It's the best.
The second best Invincibles.
Incredibles.
Incredibles. I said Invincibles. That's why it was funny. That's why the joke didn't land. Rewrite Incredibles.
It took the crown from Incredibles for best Fantastic.
Word.
I agree with that.
Incredibles too, bro. Classic.
I hated Mo Man. Sorry.
I like Mo Man because he's always been a joke.
He's that's the thing. He's been a joke, and that's what they played on, him being a joke. But also they played on the simple fact that he does secretly have an infatuation with Susan.
Yeah, he loves Susan.
That's just.
I can't wait till Neymar come on the scene.
But I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Oh well, we're gonna see that apparently in Doomsday. I think it's. I still think that's too fucking soon, bro. I'm sorry.
Neymar and Sue.
I still think it's too soon, but it is what it is. Anyway, man, not to hold people up too long. I love the film. I can honestly say that, look, regardless of what people feel, you can't say that you didn't get a family Fantastic Four finally showing that connectivity that we wanted.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a jokey joke dance in the fucking club, Reed Richards type of bullshit. I fucking hated that scene, bro. I hated that fucking movie. and
Oh my
and
God,
it's
I forgot about
yeah,
this.
bro. I did not
It
like
was
that
his
shit
bachelor
at
party.
all. I think you know what I mean. I think Chris Evans did what he needed to do for Johnny Storm, of course. You know, but again, it is what it is. Anyway, man, thanks everybody for being here, man. Definitely an incredible show. You know, even props to hater. But other than that, man, I'm glad, you know, that
They don't believe that. Somebody said that in the
They
audience.
said
I
hater
don't
Wiz,
believe
bro. They
that.
said hater Wiz.
Wiz
Bro,
ain't never hated
yo,
nothing,
yo,
bro.
Wiz.
hater
You know
Wiz.
that. You know what?
I hate
Every
one
week.
movie and I'm a hater now.
No, listen.
Tyrion
Hey,
Wiz.
Wiz, check it out. Every week they are creating a Smurf village with your name, bro.
Gargamel.
Like, bro, they call you Hater
I'll
Wiz,
take
Plot
that.
Wiz,
I'll take that.
Paul's Wiz. Like, there's so many Smurfs in this village, bro. It's gonna have a whole. You know what?
Cheese whiz.
Hey,
Lover
Cheese
Wiz.
Wiz, bro.
Lover,
All
lover,
that, bro.
I'll take that, yo.
Lover
Lover
Wiz.
Wiz, bro. It's like
I'll smash a Smurf village in a heartbeat, bro. I'll
That's-
take that. I'll take that. Stop picking on Gargamel.
I root for the bad guy.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Oh, somebody said
Yeah.
cool Wiz, Lover Wiz.
Yeah, man. They with me, man. You know what? I love the audience from here, from this show.
They gravitate
Dude,
over
they
to
were
your show, bro.
Yo,
Yeah,
they
I love
gravitate, and
I
even
love
though I
that.
didn't like it, everybody from here expressed that they loved it, and it was again, dog. It's such a because it's such a toxic. Like I said, my optimism is gone,
Bro, I
but
got
there's
the best-
glimpses. I love being here because
I
there's
got
glimpses
the best
of it.
crew, bro.
Yo,
I got
disagree with me, but they
best-
disagree with me very, very.
But you know what? I
Cool.
I got the best chat, bro. Aside from
Yeah,
bots
yeah.
and occasionally
100%.
everybody in the chat is fucking dope as fuck, bro. I'll ride with them any day, bro. They're awesome, man. For real. Everybody on the panel, bro. I love these. Finally, and Jay and Vince, you know this, bro. To finally sit on this panel. And we can have all of us that have the difference of opinions, but at the end of the day, it's not.
Oh, your boy.
Oh, dude, yeah, come
I'm
on,
just saying,
man.
bro. I'm
Come
just
on,
saying,
I heard.
to have that where it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a space where it just
It ain't
that
getting
it's
nobody getting
overly
mad.
fucking sensitive, bro.
Yeah.
I love that, bro. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
is,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That's definitely
I must have
what it
missed
is.
something.
No,
Bro,
you didn't.
listen.
you didn't. No,
We
you
can
didn't.
be on here and disagree and still laugh at the end of the damn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Fucking
what's
fun,
up.
bro. I love it. I love it.
love.
All love, man. Anyway,
I didn't
thank you
say
guys.
nothing was trash this week except for
Yes, you did.
Superman. So I
Ah,
feel good.
Ah.
I feel good.
You were doing so good, man.
I was doing great.
Jake,
I
I'm
was doing
sorry,
great.
bro, but every time you hear RB shows the fuck up, bro, I know that's you, man.
That's why I put my hands up. I'm like, it was not me, dude. That's why I took my hands.
Yo, I swear to God, bro. Anyway, thank you for being Vinny. What you got going on, bro? What you got coming on, man?
We gotta check on Bloomer, man.
Yeah, we do.
This weekend,
This
I'll
week
be
was
going on
definitely
a little
missed my
vacay
dog.
with the fam, so all eyes on that because my favorite thing to do on vacation is everybody's done with the vacation stuff all day and the water and all that, and I just get to read, listen to the ocean waves. That's
Nice,
my
nice.
habit. I can't wait. So I'm bringing.
Shit.
I've been going through Books of Doom. Got the omnibus Books of Doom. I've been rereading some old Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four stories, and I've been saving it for this trip. I didn't really dig into that yet because I wanted that for this weekend. So I'll be reading that and just enjoying life, enjoying a little break from the grind. And then as soon as I get back, I might have some more pieces right away, but I definitely want to do some more for Fantastic Four. I have some Wonder Woman coming, some
Shut up.
across the board. I think that might.
Shut up.
Can't even tell what
I
to
know he
say.
ain't saying Shala Ball.
Yeah, I want one, bro. I don't give a fuck with everybody else.
My
Want. I just
ball.
want one. Can you just give me one, bro? Please, appreciate it. Thank you.
Shala Ball.
Bro, I just, you know what I want?
That sounds like a pre-order.
I just want you to do something, bro. Because one of my fucking
Bro.
favorite scenes, I don't give a fuck, bro. Listen, you can say what you want
My
about
favorite
Norad,
scene
and
is you
I love
can-
Silver Surfer, bro.
You
I
gonna have
love
to
Silver. I
fucking
love
kill
Norad.
me.
I love Norad, bro. But the fucking riding the waves, the flames,
Dude.
bro. That shit was fucking incredible,
Dude,
bro.
phenomenal scene,
Wait,
bro.
can I have the close up of her
Phenomenal
face?
scene.
Wait, can I have the close up of her face, but instead of Johnny's reflection, it's just me going like.
Yeah, do that.
I whip up some shadow ball there. Yeah, she's.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
dope. That's dope, bro.
it served the purpose of the story. Hopefully, in the future, we
Yeah.
do get Norin. In the future,
I think we will. I
get
think
the
we
best
will.
of both
I
worlds.
hope so.
We'll see. Because
Lawrence-
it's still there. So we'll see.
The Lawrence Fishburne
Oh,
voice.
What's
okay,
up?
nothing. My bad, y'all.
Go
I
ahead.
stopped the whole show.
You just took Jay's line, dude.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
you know what? I
did
got
say my
distracted,
bad,
but I don't want to bring no attention to it either. Man, go ahead, Vinny. My bad. You were saying something about my art being the greatest.
He's saying it worse than
We're all the
me.
greatest. That's all iron sharpening iron, bro. We're all the greatest. Yeah.
Well, now you out here giving Sue Storm speeches.
Yo,
You like that?
only
That
works
didn't even
it-
fit.
it
But I
only
tried. I
works
tried
right
to. I
here,
tried to get it to make sense. That was insensitive because it was a good speech.
it's all good. It only works in that universe. You're right. In here,
Yo, in here, should have got jumped, bro. They
in
did
this world, they just threw
They
that
took
sword
Franklin.
man that they threw at Superman right
Right.
at her head. It'd be like, nah,
Yeah,
fuck
nah.
bro. They took Franklin, bro. They took him.
Nah, they would have got jumped, yo. She was the most powerful in that scenario.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
dope
maybe
stuff.
it's because in that world they're showing you what the world should be, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
want more movies there. Like I don't want that.
Right,
world's gonna
right.
die.
I love that world,
It's
bro.
a shame.
I
It's a
love
shame
it,
we about to
man.
leave. We about to leave that world.
That world is a character.
Dude, I'm
It
going.
was.
I'm gonna go check it out again, y'all. I do got a friend that didn't like it, that went to go see it today, and he hit me up, and his whole thing switched. Yo.
You gotta watch it at least
So,
twice, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna
You know,
check it out
you know
before
what
I
else
give
was
an
dope
honest-
about the
honest
movie, bro?
review.
You know what else was really dope
Mm.
about the movie? The aesthetics down to even. I know y'all said something about the science, but even the mechanics and the machinery that was used didn't seem like it was way ahead of its time. It was
a
for that
combination.
moment.
Yo,
Well,
Johnny,
it was.
Johnny was doing
it was
Rosetta
for-
Stones on thick ass vinyls.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, Cheeks, but what you know what? It was the
You showed him cheeks.
My bad. Cheeks McGee. I didn't want to say the whole thing, bro.
No, you're good. You're good.
I didn't want to say the whole thing.
Vinny, you're killing me, dog.
But I am gonna say Cheeks McGee because now it's raining. Now it's raining in my. But I'm so masculine. I feel like I can say it. It doesn't matter.
Hey, dude. No, man. Clap them cheeks. What's up?
Toxic. I'm toxic masculinity. I can do things like that. Who cares?
Vinny,
I'm arrogant.
bruh. Yo,
But
yeah.
but yo, what was it? The World of Tomorrow?
Oh shit.
Batman, Mask of the Phantasm when they had the
future,
World of Tomorrow, the future world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was Fantastic Four, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
60s. We keep saying it was 60s. It wasn't 60s. It was what the 60s thought the future would look like. You know what I'm saying?
It's retro futuristic. Like that's
Right,
what I really like
right.
about it. Yeah.
Super dope, bro.
Bro, doing Rosetta Stone on vinyls, bro.
You know that's what they do, right? They send those up on
Spoke
the
too soon.
on the
We were
shuttles
just
on the
saying
rovers.
How great the chat was.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I saw it. I saw
Oh,
it.
my
bro.
bad. That's what I react. I didn't want to give it no. Yeah, I didn't want to give it no.
Oh,
I saw
man.
it. I saw it. Don't worry about it. Don't even bring any attention to it. Keep going. Go ahead.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, all right.
God.
You got the other one too, though.
Which other one?
Arby's.
Yeah, I saw Arby's. I ignored it.
Oh, is he bringing the meats?
That's,
Bring the
bro,
meat.
Arby's is always in here, bro. It's been here before.
Yeah.
I get it.
I just
Bring
know
it.
from now
Where's
on-
the?
Get him
Was that
on
the-
red.
Bruh.
Yo, I just know from now on, if I ever call you Jake by accident, I apologize because your name is now Cheeks.
It's
Great,
Jake-
dude, I love
that's
it.
I can do
Jake's
Jake's, but yeah.
Uh-huh.
Earth
Yeah.
hate to hate. Earth
Go
hate to
ahead,
hate.
Go ahead.
My
Anyway,
bad, Vinny,
man,
man.
B.
I stepped all over your outro, dude. I know you got more to say.
I was done.
Something about
Prop, what's up, bro? What you got going on, man?
Oh, I got next because I'm over talking. Dude, I ain't got nothing. I'm gonna go watch that movie again. Man, my kids start school. It's weird, bro. My daughter, I keep forgetting, I got a grown man. He's not going back to school. So just my daughter start school on a Friday. This Friday.
What?
So we've been gearing up for school.
So y'all not going on the 11th? Y'all early? Yeah, we going on the
Yeah,
11th.
we go early anyway, but then it's on a Friday. So her open house is tomorrow. So I got to spend money.
Wow.
And do all that, man. But I did finish the Incredible Hulk video, so I'm gonna try to have that loaded by tomorrow.
Dope.
Then I got a video talking about my meeting with Keith Sutherland, just in case y'all want to hear that boy fest. And that's it, man. Just waiting for that Wednesday show, bro. I'm hoping we're done. That then you ain't got your super team to go against me about this Fantastic Four thing on Wednesday.
We done.
You say that.
It
There's gonna be some
today.
they're gonna drop that Johnny Storm figure, and we're gonna be talking about it again.
About the linguistics and Rosetta Stone on vinyl.
I still think I'm getting I don't know if I'm getting the figures, but I think I'm still getting Ben Grimm though. I think I'm gonna still get the figures, yo.
You gotta have Ben in the collection, bro.
Yeah, I think
I'm all in
I
on
might
that
get
one.
all of them. Yeah.
all in.
I'm all fucking, bro.
But I'm getting
bro,
all of
even
them,
the
bro.
fucking Galactus, bro. I'm in on that
same.
shit. That shit looks
Yeah.
fucking amazing. I cannot wait, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Thanks for stopping through. As always, man. Definitely appreciate you. Jedi Kid, what's going on with you, bro?
Nothing, man. It was good to be with you boys, man. Good to see Jake the Snake in the building. It was a good conversation, man. I'm glad that we discussed it because I mean, like I said, for the most part, I enjoyed the film, but like I said, the nerd in me was like upset with the science part. You know, I don't know why. It just bothered me a little bit. But other than that, it was good. It was good to discuss it with you guys. Funny as hell, dog. That outro with Vinny with the Rosetta Stone on vinyl, it still got me cracking up, bro. Oh man! But other than that, man, I'll be back next week with you guys. I can't wait, man. But that's it for me, man. Golf tomorrow. Golf tomorrow. That's what I'm doing tomorrow.
Who you talking to? Your assistant? Why you look off to the side?
No, I had to remember. I think tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah.
He's got a Palm Pilot he was looking at.
Yeah. Golf tomorrow.
We've got an update.
Tomorrow's Tuesday. So golf
Hey,
tomorrow.
don't be out there Happy Gilmore, man.
Nah, I'm gonna try that tomorrow too. I might try that swing.
Yeah.
That's Jason's favorite movie because he got golf and gators.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro.
I
told you, bro. I'm waiting to go to B. We gonna show up. He gonna be like, yeah, your mom's just going in the crib real quick, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
In a second,
you.
bro. Go in the crib real quick, bro.
Prop, how was it? How was it?
I mean, go.
Dog, it was peaceful.
Prop had the whole family here. Hey, with
I
no
had the whole
gators in
family,
sight.
dog.
Yeah,
He had it fit. You had it. What do you call it? You had it
Yeah.
enclosed, bro.
No
Yeah.
chub,
I need you
no
to see that, man.
hands,
My
right?
bad, bro.
Yeah.
On
I can see the
crib,
potential.
bro.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I can see the potential.
Yeah. On the crib, bro.
There's
Nah.
gators where he lived at. We just didn't see him. He had us protected.
Yeah,
Hey, bro, he
good.
gonna be like, yo, bro, you want some gator meat, bro?
I got you. Now, yo, you playing.
He's not playing.
But that shit is good.
He's not playing.
I'm telling you.
Oh, so Prob, you had some gator meat, bro?
Bro, I ain't eat no gator meat.
Nah. We didn't cook. My daughter cooked for them. I didn't cook.
Yo, his daughter cooked this bread, bro.
Yeah. My daughter cooked for them. Yeah.
Dog, we was eating that like a wild animal. You ever eat and you don't realize how you look? You look like a vampire on Blade. I'm like, damn, yo. He gave it to us right before we left too. He was like, you expect us to leave after this?
Oh, shit.
Bro,
Oh my God,
that's
yo.
crazy.
A vampire on Blade.
Vampire wins. He said vampire
He
wins.
said vampire. He said a vampire on Blade.
You saw what he just said?
He
Saw what he just said?
He said gator meat is good. Can't confirm.
Thank you.
Still ain't eat no gator meat, bro.
Thank you. All right.
Nope. I ain't doing
right.
it. I ain't doing it, bro.
I'm gonna
shit
live
is bumping.
vicariously.
These are I will definitely live vicariously.
Gotta
bro.
try it.
As always, bro. Jay, thanks for being here as
No
always,
doubt.
man.
No doubt.
Last but not least, Cheeks McGee, aka what's going on, bro? What's going on with you, man?
I just found out that the gator and cheddar is going to be at a limited time for Arby's. So all the meats.
I would not be fucking surprised, bro.
Go try it.
You guys spoken into existence. No, felt really good coming back on and being able to talk Fantastic Four with you guys.
Hell yeah.
Lael, Vinny, Jay, good to see you guys again.
No
Mr.
doubt.
Prop Wiz, it was good to talk with you.
Yeah, likewise, bro.
If you got a YouTube channel, you just got yourself another subscriber. So it sounds like you guys.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
Going on.
Yeah.
They took it back. He said, "You know what? Your mom's not a hoe."
I didn't even respond to that. I remember when I heard it, I was like, oh my God. I know, I get the joke.
Oh man. But
Hey, but then again, y'all didn't react when I was like, I'm a digital artist. It was like sometimes my jokes don't
I didn't know
land.
you might be.
It's like how they feel.
I'm about to throw my
I am kind of, but I ain't that sensitive.
Man, bro.
Oh my
Bro,
god,
insane.
that's fucking hilarious.
Definitely insane, bro.
Oh,
Low key said gator meat tastes like chicken. Man.
it does. It does.
It ain't chewy. I feel like I should pause Wiz there, but it's not
no,
chewy. It looked like it would be
no,
like
No,
jerk chicken right from the. Okay.
no, it's good.
Bro, can you imagine fucking killing a gator and cleaning the shit out? What you find inside that motherfucker, bro?
Oh, you talking
But
like Jaws?
but you don't,
Like you pulling out
you don't
license
open the
plates and.
stomach.
What'd you say?
You cut heads off, split them down, and then you take the white meat out. You don't eat no stomach. You ain't busting.
No, but I'm still saying, bro, you cutting that shit open and get whatever you need to get.
some naked and afraid shit happening here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you thinking you watch too many movies, bro. You got to see that shit in person.
No, you just eat too much gator meat, motherfucker. Damn, bro. You know that shit down to a science.
It's good.
They talk to you like you was the different one. You watching too many movies.
Word, you watch too many
You out
movies.
here cutting open gators.
Yeah, you ain't cutting down no damn. You ain't cutting no
No matter of
stomach.
fact, you don't know how to clean a gator?
Yeah.
No.
Damn, you got a few motherfuckers out here. Even get on Yoda say, nah, it's pretty good. You should try
Thank
it.
you.
See?
Thank
You
you.
got motherfuckers out here.
Man.
Thank
Anyway,
you,
man.
thank you, my people.
Anyway, man, thank you guys for being here. Another incredible show, man. Again, we got, Pick and Flex Friday. We got Uncivilized Scoundrels. Of course, we got Say What Wednesday, Collectors Lounge. You know all that good stuff, man. Whatever's released, we'll be doing the show. So definitely thank you for being here. Everybody out in the chat, love y'all, man. Thank y'all for being here. All the haters that came through just because you wanted to. Hey, thank you for being here. At least you gave us a watch. Anyway, man, thank you so much.
Mom's a hoe.
Your mom's a hoe. Yeah, exactly, bro. Your mama a hoe. Yeah, you got it, man. Your mama. So definitely, man. Thank you for being here. Say, what do you say? Remember, I don't eat seafood, so if I eat gator, that says a whole lot.
That's what's up.
Oh, word.
See? I'm telling you.
It is.
I trust Cal for some reason. I do try.
I'm telling you, bro.
That would be swamp.
Why y'all don't even trust me?
Bro,
The guy stood,
you know
stood
what?
me up in Vegas. I don't trust him.
You just gotta cook it, yo. You know what I mean? You know how it is. You come through, because I don't know what kind of bread that was I was eating. I just somebody handed it to me, and I was out, son.
Wow. Anyway,
Put that gator between them two pieces of bread, we good.
Chocolate.
Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Another good show, man. We will talk to y'all later. Peace out. All that good stuff.